Are we live? Are we good? We set?
I think we're good.
Thumbs up, Cristiano. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mercenaries of Mischief. I, as always, am your benevolent dungeon master, Puck, also known as the Assassin of Joy. Now, I'm here to play... This reaction is incredible. I'm here to play a game of Dungeons & Dragons with these fine people here. In no short order, we have Gilbetta fucking Knot, our cleric, our sea elf cleric, the Little Mermaid, sort of. We have Bard Extraordinaire, or maybe not, Kashano. And we have, finally returning to us, the waggly eyebrows of El Finefoot, after a brief interlude. And... I'm sure you remember him from previous shows. Joining us, Redan, the half-giant barbarian, hopping in to join us, swinging maces, taking names. And our special guest, Lilith, the tiefling bard, who we will meet later in a moment. She'll be popping in once I do it there. All right, now then. When last we left our heroes, they were on a journey through the Neverwinter woods, taking a shortcut to get to Neverwinter. It was a little bit of a spooky journey.
Yeah.
To say the least.
That's a word for whatever.
Look, there were you know, a kind of lich, and you know, there were scarecrows.
Evie almost died.
Evie almost died.
The important things here.
Yeah, let's asking the real questions.
There were some more important things other than Evie dying.
Well, yeah, there was some bad stuff.
It's up there, but like
the important thing is you survived.
Yeah.
So you made it through. You made it to the end, and the party has made their way finally into Neverwinter. They've made it past the city gates, and they arrive. And once they've arrived into Neverwinter, they find that there is a knocking inside one of the benches on the cart.
What the fuck was that?
What?
What?
Wait, Kashano, did you hear that?
Weren't you inside the car last night? What the fuck happened?
I don't know. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna put my...
What? Where did it come from? I'm up front driving. I don't know. I just heard knocks somewhere.
You barely hear it. You open it up, and inside is Zavel waking up from the worst hangover.
Zavel! How long have you been in here?
That's where he's been the entire time.
Are you fucking kidding me? I thought you were in Yatar.
Oh, why are you yelling? We're going to Yartar?
Why were you in?
No, you were in Yatar. We're in Neverwinter. When did you, what?
Neverwinter. So we're not going to Yartar?
You were in Yatar.
You were in Yatar.
At what point did you actually get inside of the coach here?
I've been inside a lot of things last night. I don't,
Ayo.
Last night? It was like a week ago.
Oh, that wasn't what the fuck.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
Zavel party's hard.
He's just gonna start drinking water from a water skin. He's just tired and squinting and confused.
This is the perfect iteration.
I'm gonna pass the skin of Cookie's meat. Hair of the dog.
Give me that shit. What? We're partying again? Okay. Woo!
No.
This is going to only go well from here. Redan, you've arrived at Neverwinter as well, and as you enter through the gates, you hear a familiar sound of arguing. And you also see a familiar cart.
I suppose I'm going to go walk towards it, shaking my head, going, oh.
And you guys see a very tall, familiar fellow.
Kashano, is that what?
Big guy. Hey, big guy.
Big guy.
He likes books, right? The big book guy.
Yeah, he's obsessed with books.
Who's obsessed with big boobs? Because they need to be friends with me.
Probably too. I don't know.
He might be. I don't know. We didn't really discuss that.
Yeah, it didn't come up while we were going needlessly into a haunted
It
temple.
was not.
It was completely
It
needless.
was not needless.
Oh, wait. Speaking of which, Zavel, you got to see this tapestry. Jabetta, do you mind? Jabetta.
Yeah. Here.
Tapestry unfurled. It's this massive, giant tapestry.
Yeah, I'm pulling it out of the bag
fighting
too.
dragons.
Though. I'm subtly showing off the bag as well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The bag is enormous. It grows to let the tapestry out and then kind of shrinks down to the size of a normal bag.
Oh, and Zavel, the coins didn't fucking matter. The whole forgery thing didn't matter.
Oh yes. Did you get our message? No.
No,
All right.
Do you
probably
remember?
did.
Well, you
don't
probably
know.
weren't in Yata anymore as we thought you were. So no.
Do you remember that happening before Yata?
I
Anyway,
remember waking up and there were a lot of ladies in my bed. You know, let me see that tapestry. That looks really fucking cool. And he's gonna take the tapestry and roll into it and start snoring.
And Jobetta's gonna say, Jobetta's gonna say, and look at this, and pull the orb thing that we found, just out of the bag.
He has one eye open. He's already annoyed because he was getting ready to snooze. What the fuck do I need to look at an orb? What is that? You know what? Let me see that. Let me see that. He's gonna take it and try to use it as a pillow.
Oh my!
He's made a whole ass bed.
Jobetta rips it back out of your hands. No, put it back in the bag.
So
He's gonna
this scene
frown.
unfolds. Kashano, you recall that you are here to meet with a certain bard.
yes.
On your way into town, Cookie had informed you the establishment where you might find this individual.
Okay, good. So we got in touch on the far speak stones are working. All right.
It occurs to you that you might need some extra muscle, and Redan has worked with you before, so
I'm just petting the horse right now.
yeah. The horse is very much enjoying it. He's loving every minute of it.
Can I check on something real quick from our last adventure? When we got away from that house, did it completely consume in on itself, or is it still?
Yeah, it collapsed. It was it was rubble. It was ruins.
Oh, but it the ruins are there. It didn't suck into a vortex or something.
No, it didn't suck into a vortex or anything.
Okay, good.
You guys left the ruins of that place behind.
Good enough.
Hey, can we name the horse Nicole?
Nicole?
Nicole.
Oh my god, what?
I'd probably.
Like Nicole.
Wow. All right, I'm on board.
All right.
Nicole.
Are you guys making your way to this establishment?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Hey, big guy. Can't you
Want to
tag
join us
along?
again?
You expressed some interest in coming back to the association. If you finished your business here and can help us with us, we'd be happy to give you a ride back.
I'm happy to attend.
Fantastic.
All right. Now, Lilith, you are in this establishment preparing to do a show. And you are being introduced by a gnome bard who's wearing a fine white suit. He's always carrying a cocktail. And he has this kind of large hat that he wears around everywhere as well.
I love it.
And he's like, all right, horn girl, you're on in 5 minutes. Make sure you knock them dead out there, all right?
It's me.
Yeah.
Don't I always?
All right, I know better than to doubt you. Go on out there. Let's take care of it.
Oh my God, Sean. I just want to say that I really appreciate your 1940s voice.
It's only going to get better from here. I assure you. Now that,
If we go that route, then I can totally pick up that pace and talk about it.
no, look, you can
That's
characterize
what
your
Cristiano
character
did.
any way you want to do it. This is spoony. But anyways, so you go out on the stage and give me what does it look like when Lilith performs?
Oh, me as Lilith. Okay.
Yes.
When
Paint me a picture with your words.
picture the words. Okay. Lilith would basically, step on stage, and the spotlight kind of kicks in, and she will take out her one of those string instruments, which I don't have on the top of my head,
Okay.
and will like play a song and something that's pretty loud and upbeat to see if they will get people like getting on the floor to dance or something like that.
Nice.
Hopefully it does. And
Okay.
she will like use, I think, thaumaturgy, I think it is, to really raise her voice. So it'll be like, the speakers.
Nice.
So she's just kind of blasting away to make sure she's heard.
Okay, awesome. So you guys walk into this place, and it is like a one-woman rock concert going on this stage, and people are cheering. So people put torches up, and
Flames are flickering now.
yeah. Flames are flickering now, and this tiefling woman is up on stage belting this out.
She's pretty good. Do you think she has management? Where?
And this gnome walks up to you, Kashano, and she says, "You're right. She ain't half bad. Of course, she ain't half good either."
No, well, I suppose it can only be one or the other. Say, have we met?
Indeed, we have, son. Well, not formally, but I've been introduced to your description. Now then, you must be Kashano the Quick.
That is I, Krishano the Quick, a bard of Avalon, and this is the new staff of the Avalon Knights Academy, the Mercenaries of Mischief.
Perfect. I guess you'll do. All right. So,
Okay.
you guys are here to help me out find my friend Calazar, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I suppose. Yes. Let's jump right into business.
All right. Well, it's a bit of a sticky problem, son, but I'll be happy to help you out with it. Now, I just got to go finish up on stage once this lovely lady's done with her rock ballad, and we'll get down to business. All right. You take care of yourself.
Fantastic.
And he walks away. He's a good 2 feet shorter than you.
Oh.
And just goes on his merry way.
Kashano, that was an interesting interaction.
I guess they're a bit more fast-paced and cut here in Neverwinter.
Lilith wraps up her song, and there's just a roaring applause. Everybody's raucous laughter, throwing flowers.
And then
some of it might be a glamour or a charm.
Trying to use this prestidigitation for extra whistles in the crowd.
Oh yeah, whistles and hoots additionally.
Yes.
All right, and as you're walking off stage, Lilith, Spoonie, the gnome who introduced you on stage, said, "Hang backstage, Toots. I got some people I want you to meet." And
Kashana's gonna head over to the bar for a drink.
A powerful opportunity for you. All right. Walks out on stage. Let's hear for Lilith, folks. Lilith, the wonderful horned lady who come out and dolls, tap your feet. Thanks so much for coming out to this bar tonight. You're a beautiful looking crowd. Makes me wish I could work with the lights on. Now then, before we close up for the night, I like to end a little ballad. I like to sing a little song about Neverwinter. You know, those northern folks. And he kind of jumps off. And it's just kind of like a swagger. And he's taking a sip from his cup. And he's just having a great time up there. And it ends into quite a quiet, lounging atmosphere as his show starts to wrap up. And eventually, he comes to meet everyone. And he says, "All right, Mr. Kashano, you got to come up to my room. And Lilith, you can come too. There'll be an extra opportunity here for you if you're interested."
Don't seem like I have a choice.
You look like a man who has drinks in your room.
I got plenty of drinks in my room, son.
Fantastic.
Be careful. You look like a bit of a lightweight to me. All right.
He fucked up. Oh, he just fucked up. Uh-oh.
So he has kind of like this nice kind of lounge area, and he's mixing some drinks behind the bar, but you can't see him because he's so short. So eventually just like martini glasses are like little hands place martini glasses on the tops of the bar.
Kashano's gonna pick one up and slowly drink it all in one go.
Okay.
So that it's down before he's finished making the rest of the drinks.
Okay. Kashano, give me a Constitution save.
Oh God. Not too bad.
Not too bad. All right, you do it all right. And he's like, I can see I was wrong about you. Why don't you have another one? And he pours you up another one.
Thank you.
And sets you all up. And
He's just gonna
You know,
sip this one.
go ahead, everybody. Take a seat. Make yourself comfortable. So, I'm Spoonie. I'm a good friend of Mr. Cookie. And I'm also a good friend of Mr. Calazar. Calazar is a good sorcerer friend of ours. And he's a drow. Being a drow, he ran into a little bit of trouble. You all familiar with the Black Network?
Yes, a bit.
So, the Black Network, after they had the operation shut down in Waterdeep, they're having a little bit of trouble.
Nope. Sorry, please don't mind my goblin. He gets a little excited on a
Oh, no, absolutely. Your goblin's fine by me, sir. All right. So, they're having a little bit of trouble with their operations ever since they got shot down in Waterdeep. So, they're looking for a little bit of cash flow and maybe some new allies. The thing about Calazar is he's wanted in Menzel Baranzan. Something about burning down a prison. He says he's not culpable, but, you know, that's Calazar. Anyway, he's being held in an organization. See, it's a brothel, but the brothel's in a front. And then there's sub-levels where he's being held until he can be properly transported to the proper authorities. We got to get him out. Now, Lilith, I know this is a little bit outside your purview, but I understand that you're on the lookout for some new opportunities right now. And there'll certainly be some opportunity to make some powerful friends with these fine individuals here if you decide to help us out.
If that's the Spoonie, I'll go along with it.
All right.
Who's gonna lead
Appreciate
us
it. You're a stand-up gal.
Now hold on there. I suppose we should have some say in this.
So yeah, you hold on. Pause for a moment.
Lilith, what exactly are your qualifications for jobs such as this?
Well, we've already seen that she's a better bard than you.
Oh, snap. Shots fired.
I mean, she's a horny lady. That's good enough for me.
Performer,
So-
but that doesn't always translate to subterfuge.
Mhm.
Well, and the fact that I can sing, dance, play, and entertain. If you ever need a distraction or help to need a team member to help support you in your battles, I'm your girl.
It might be nice to have a female distraction because, you know, I'm not going to fucking take one for the team.
I love what you've done with the voice now. Okay. So,
I'm tired, okay?
She's like, oh yes, I can be very, very distracting. She's like,
you can.
Yeah.
I'm distracted already. She's thinking.
Spoonie.
That's all right.
Did on this guy? What the?
Spoonie, might I ask, what sort of reputation does the Avalon Knights Academy have in Neverwinter at current?
You know of a guy named Tom?
Yeah, the Tomlinson.
Tomlin?
No, not that one. Just some guy named Tom.
Oh.
No, I
Tom
don't.
down the street.
That's the reputation we have.
Fair enough. Good to know.
Okay.
That's fantastic. All right. Well, then.
So you guys got a plan?
That's
You're supposed to be the new up-and-comers. Dazzle me.
I got a
How about you,
question.
Calder?
That's-
Gruesome.
Much easier. It's all right. It's much easier to create a good reputation than it is to repair a bad one. So
I agree. So let's see. We've got a brothel. That's a front
Wait.
for the
Did
Black
Kashana-
organization. You said. What'd you say it was called?
The Black Network.
The Black Network.
Yeah, they're real friendly folks.
Are they associated with?
Kind of walking around carrying his drink and talking to
Are
everybody.
they associated with the Black Hand Rogues of Waterdeep?
No, but the Black Hand kicked them out of Waterdeep.
All right. Very good to know.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Are we
These
certain
guys
that,
ain't friendly.
are we certain that we must break Calazar out? What precisely is the nature of the grievance against him?
Well, they're looking to sell him over to some delegates from Menzo Berenzan so he can be sent back to the Underdark to face trial for burning down that prison.
Do you know what the going price is?
Well, depending on what the bounty was before, it's a lot. Take an amount of gold you can imagine, and then times it by 2.
All right. Well, here's the thing. At current, we have some issues with the Black Hand of Waterdeep, and it would be beneficial to work out an arrangement with the enemy of our enemy. Echo, stop.
I just said that. Not that. No, not that. But
Not-
I just
not
said the
Echo
other
Stop,
thing.
but other thing.
Not the echo thing.
Well, look. Maybe, if there's an arrangement to be made. But right now, Calazar is going to be sent to, well, they call it a trial, but really it's an execution with more prayers and speeches.
What? Okay. What's the security like at this upfront brothel that he's being held in?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Well, okay, sure.
So it starts out, you got the main area of the brothel. Now,
And then this is the montage.
towards the back, there's a back room protected by 2 guards. Now, those guards are the gatekeepers. They don't let anybody through that ain't supposed to go through. Once you get past the gatekeepers, it's an underground network of prisons, arms deals, and some experimental narcotics. Calazar's in there somewhere, probably in a
So
hotel,
what-
getting the piss beat out of him.
Oh well, we'll deal with that when we get to that bridge. What is the, what are the chances of sneaking in versus fighting the way through? What
Well,
is there like a shift change?
Is there any sort of password or certain associations you would need to get past the reception area, if you will?
Perhaps a secret passage.
Perhaps just walking in and saying we want to buy drugs.
Now there's thinking.
I
The
mean,
drugs-
it's a brothel. So, have any of you guys ever been to a brothel? I got more important questions. Spoonie.
I guess Zabel has. Zabel, I bet you've been to a fucking brothel.
You've never been to a brothel?
Hold on. I gotta know. Big spoon or little
I don't-
spoon? This has been eating at me this whole time.
My man, I'm all the spoons.
I like your
I know you do.
style.
I know you don't think that I've been in
Madam.
I'm a regular case of measuring cups. Now then. I like these. These are all good ideas. Now, what do we got for a real plan? Now we got maybe going in as a secret passage, maybe going in and make some kind of deal. Maybe you lot could disguise yourselves as drow and come in for the purchase.
Well, maybe some combination of them could be.
Or we can sell this horny lady. It's a brothel. They pay good money for tieflings.
Well,
Oh shit.
so there's one team, Zavel,
See,
And to-
horny.
with Lilith as a potential.
I don't know
It's
if they
okay.
can
It's
afford
a sale
Lilith.
with a rebate. We'll get you back and our gold.
Yes, we'll get her out. And that's
Anyway,
not the issue.
Is there anyone that at this brothel that we can make a connection with? Is there anyone that maybe has a has a bone to pick with anyone else at the brothel? Any kind of back history that we can?
Is there any reason that they wouldn't let us in if we're looking to patronize the local businesses?
Actually, by any chance, does Lilith have a history with them? Does she? Did she used to be there? I don't know.
Roll a history check.
For me?
Yeah.
Okay. I can figure this out. I might end up doing it old school and just roll and see if you guys will believe me.
Sure. Well, if you pull up your character sheet and just click on it, it should roll it for you.
Oh, okay, really?
Yeah, under
Yeah.
skills, if you look at history.
Yep. Just click on. Yep.
Boom.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Oh, Lilith, you know this place. When you first arrived in Neverwinter, you decided that given your notable grandeur, you could make a lot of gold at a place like this. Certainly, you wouldn't have to do anything with patrons that come by. They would simply have to pay to be in your presence.
Sounds good.
Was the initial plan. When you went in, you didn't quite gel with management, but you did notice that there was a gentleman in the kind of management pool who is eyeing you up, who you think you might be able to manipulate.
See?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just wondering if it's necessary to point out that is. I think we should not go in as a group first and foremost. We need to maintain plausible separation from each other.
Plausible deniability.
If somebody is caught, plausible
A brothel
deniability.
as a group. Do you know how high those rates are?
Myself and Ginger. You guys want to come follow
I
me?
mean,
I do
You
have
haven't gone with some friends, and then you do get your own services afterwards. But yeah.
No, that's not how this works.
Hey, we all live lives differently. All right, don't judge.
Appraisal
The gang-
upon entry, Kashano. Appraisal. He's
The
like,
gang's
"What's
back
the
together, and the gang's back together, and as always, we can't get shit done because we
Plausible
can't. fucking
deniability
agree.
sounds great. I already want to pretend I don't know any of you.
Mooney, please, if I could return to my question. Is there any particular reason they would stop us from they would stop a guy like me from going in to buy drugs, or a guy like Redan from going in to buy arms?
Nah, you look like a drug addict.
you just we go there.
So there we go. So myself and my burly friend are going to purchase some
What
things.
Sorry, what was that, Lilith? We missed that.
Like, I'm assuming these guys are like super buff warriors, or no, or something.
Well, the buffest one is Redan. Redan towers over
Redan.
everybody. Everybody else is kind
Redan
of
is
slight.
Okay.
Good.
So Redan, I
Redan's
can
just kind of sitting quietly. You've actually found a tray of sweets, Redan,
Oh, yes.
and you're just helping yourself.
Kashana's
He's
lanky.
checked out.
Val's a halfling.
He's checked out. I
so
think-
very typical.
we can go in
I
as
think
basically
I
one.
think Evie shouldn't go with you. Should not go
You
with
guys keep interrupting each
you.
other.
Go and saying,
You think Evie should not go with us?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Oh,
I suppose
Evie
Evie
should go
can-
in with you.
I don't want to leave him alone in a city. What, Spoony? What's the local opinion on goblins? Are there learned goblins amongst the civilization, or are they a bit more subjugated here?
Not so much in Neverwinter, but the little guy can hang out with me if you need him to. Or he could be safe in my lounge here.
I would like to leave him with you. You may find him more useful than you think. Here you go.
All right. You guys didn't want me to come with you?
Hmm?
You didn't want me to come with you?
Well, do you have any means of communication? Could you be our guy at the computer, if you will?
Sure. You got them sending stones Cookie gave you?
Well, Cookie's got one of them. We've got the other.
All right, here. And he takes one, kind of goes into a chest, and gives you another one. He goes, there, now it's a three-way call.
Perfect.
Oh,
We can get information
Great.
from Cookie and Spoon.
Yeah, just don't let anybody see you talking to your rock. All right.
I
yeah.
mean, but if he's supposed to be a drug addict, maybe maybe that works
Maybe you
best.
can make it work. I don't know. It's probably best
I'm
I don't go in anyways. I'm more of a face man. I ain't much of a fighter. And with a face like yours, I'd stick to fighting.
I assumed as much, and thank you for that. I'm gonna put the stone up like in a breast pocket, somewhere close,
Okay.
like a lapel mic, just to make sure it's ready there, so I can talk.
like
to
a
you.
lapel mic.
All right. So-
Obviously, once we're in, this will be a one-way thing. Don't need you jabbering on unless I say it's clear.
Hey, I won't talk to you unless you talk to me.
Perfect. So, I think it's good if Redan and I go in together. We could plausibly be a drug addict and his burly mercenary-ish friend, thugs going around and pickpocketing and whatnot. That's a plausible rule. Lilith, can you think of anything?
I have a
Yes, Gibet.
as a. It's drow. That who works down there? Is it do drow work down there, or who is it?
It's the Black Network. It's a bunch of different people. The drow might be coming. I'm not sure when they're exactly showing up to make the exchange. My thoughts are there's probably an underground passage that goes directly into the Underdock where they're coming in from.
The only reason because if the drow are likely to Elvish, and do any of you fuckers speak Elvish?
I speak
other than me.
Undercommon.
Underdog.
I speak Undercommon.
Okay.
I don't need Elvish.
All right.
Do you speak Undercommon? Because that would actually be much better if you were to speak to them. They're not big on men.
I do.
No, actually, that would be bad. They hate you more. All the drow I've met were not fond of elves. But that was an Undermountain, so I don't know.
Lilith speaks Infernal. That's occasionally a language that drow speak.
I think we'll be fine.
It's hard. I don't know.
Or invisibility on you if someone's uncomfortable going in as they are.
Well, our rogue might benefit from being invisible. Perhaps.
Kidding me? They probably have Zavel's card at this place.
Zavel, thoughts?
Right, Zavel, you're probably fucking regular.
Zavel's got like a frequent flyer card. He's got.
Yeah, have you ever been to Neverwinter?
I mean,
should we walk in and they're like, Zavel, your room is ready?
I mean, I'm not saying that won't happen if I walk in, but you know,
it's entirely possible.
I do have a thing for the horny ladies. He's gonna waggle his eyebrows at the tiefling. That's his jammy.
Redan, are you comfortable with my plan for our entry?
I think it works. I also think you talk too much.
I agree. Let's get this figured out.
Yeah,
boy, this big guy's real smart.
Jabetta and Zavel, figure out how you're entering.
I'm just gonna walk in.
Perfect. Jabetta, you're coming with her. You're coming with him.
I do the same thing. I mean, I've never stepped foot in a brothel. It's just, why?
You step your foot in the doorway. That's how you step your foot.
All right, Zavel, what if you're bringing your nervous friend for her first time?
I mean, we don't have to go to a brothel for that, but okay, we can do that.
Maybe a shot if you're uncomfortable?
I need to pray.
Shot if you're uncomfortable.
Oh, am I too much of a heathen for you?
I need to pray.
Saying.
Okay,
if going to a brothel makes you uncomfortable.
What if
drinks? We have plenty here, don't we, Spoonie?
Oh, we've got plenty of drinks. Here, get it nice and lick it up.
If you don't know the difference, what if Spoonie came with us and we left you with one of the stones? You could be more of the outside, keeping track of action in the main lobby, that sort of thing.
You talking to Lilith or
Jabetta?
Me. I mean, I'm fine with.
Do you have some pull in this place?
Whatever.
I don't necessarily got pull in there, but I got a little bit of name for myself around town. And Lilith and I have been working kind of a double act lately, so.
But perhaps that's best. I don't know, Jabetta.
So it would make sense for you to be seen together.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We've been going about town.
Okay, so Jabetta, what's your plan? What's your part in this?
I guess give me the stone.
You should come in with us. I have also never been to a brothel. It does not mean you have to engage.
And we're just passing through the brothel. We're just trying to get to the shady underground.
I know. But have you ever known me to be shady? Have you ever known anything I've done to be shady?
We've got to get going. It sounds like there's a timeline. So you've got to decide. Are you coming with us inside or are you hanging on the outside?
All right. I'll go. Let's go.
All right. You guys go. I'll coordinate with you out here.
Can't leave you two fools to yourselves.
All right.
So involving at the brothel.
All right.
Lilith, try to gain as much information as you can and rejoin either of us. We're going to split up. Now, Redan and I have a plan. We're going to inquire about drugs and arms. Zavel, Jabetta, are you going to maintain in the brothel area, or are you going to try to come in to the back with us?
I think I'm going to have 3 of us go to the back.
Yeah, I could probably slip in through the back, after I inquire about goods and services.
I'll create a distraction.
All right. Mercenaries, keep the buddy system. Keep track of your buddy. And pass information in passing. Remember, we don't know each other. So whatever you want to call yourself, best if we don't agree on names before going in.
All right. So to be clear, there are 2 teams. Correct?
Oh my god.
Lilith is kind of a rogue team.
Lilith. I think Jabetta should go with Lilith.
You think Jabetta should go with Lilith?
I think
All right.
absolutely
Zavel is
Jabetta should
going
go with
to
Lilith.
Zavel
make
rolled
some
nuts.
signals to Lilith and Thieves' Cant just to see if she understands Thieves' Cant.
Ooh.
Who, me?
Yep.
Yeah, you little bard, you.
Giving you some thieves' cant.
No, I don't understand thieves can't. I just know orc.
Oh, you're that kind of bard. Okay,
Right,
we'll make
she knows
something work.
orc and infernal.
Infernal and common.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right.
I speak with the music.
She knows what she knows
Sounds
what normal people say and what demons say. That's it.
Exactly.
I mean, if it were my other halfling, that would work. But no.
All right.
But Zavel has a plan. He has a plan. He's going to
Okay.
communicate to this Lilith in a way.
Okay.
You got messages?
Me? No, no messages.
No,
Okay.
he's gonna communicate with song lyrics. It's gonna work. It'll work.
Okay, so you have a plan to communicate to Lilith in a series of song lyrics so that people won't know you're communicating with her.
What is that?
Are you joining me in performing?
Redan, we're just going to speak.
This is getting better and better. All right.
Is Zavel coming with us or going with the ladies?
I mean,
We're going
if
with-
Zavel had to choose.
You know what Zavel's
Zavel
going to
insists to go with the
do.
ladies? Okay. All right. Team.
Okay.
Break up.
So-
Let's go.
We'll do Team Covridan
Kodan.
and Team
Diane.
Lil Betvel. Lil Betvel.
Little bit of perfect.
All right. Covridan, you guys, directed by Spoonie, arrive at the back gate of this place. And there is one guy who's dressed in a series of leather, just like buckles and leather everywhere. He looks like an anime character. And very large fellow, not as big as Redan. And his eyes kind of widen a little bit. And at his side, he has this kind of long, kind of baton-looking item with a series of metal embellishments on it.
Prashano is leaving his hat and his vest behind in Spoonie's room for this.
So this guy's
Lilith
waiting,
is the finest garment fashion as we go to the brothel.
just full on, just like,
Yep,
oh yeah, absolutely, ready to play.
pretty much.
I love it. All right, so so this guy sees you guys come up, and he's like, "Yeah, the entrance is in the front."
We're looking. We're looking. We're looking for the other entrance.
I want to buy drugs.
We're looking for the other entrance.
Yeah, you look like a tweaker, but what's with the big guy?
I like
This-
drugs.
This is my bodyguard. He's going to join me. He's going to join me this time. He's going to join me.
All right, give me a what is it? Fucking charm. God, why can't I do
Deception.
this right? Deception. Jesus Christ. All right. Brain
Oh,
fell out of my head. All right.
Can I roll persuasion? Because I actually do want to buy drugs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Give him a persuasion.
Or intimidation.
Or intimidation. You could roll either one.
Nope, persuasion it was.
Okay, persuasion it was. So you guys are both not very convincing. He's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. This is a reputable establishment.
I think you know. I think you know me. I think we're friends. We're friends. Are we? We had a long rest, right?
Yeah, you had a long rest.
Okay.
So you're gonna friend this guy?
I'm gonna befriend this guy.
Okay. Be pals.
I'm gonna be friends.
The F word.
So yeah, that's advantage on any charisma based checks there.
Okay. All right. So give me a charisma check. What are you going to use now? Are you going to try to deceive him or try to make him friends?
I'm going to make him friends. I'm gonna go for a persuasion here.
All right, go for a persuasion.
Okay, I think you understand. You understand that I'm not feeling great. So I understand why you might be a little weary now. But once we get inside and I'm fine, and I have gold for you. And I'm just gonna take out 2 gold and hand it to the guy. And he's gonna, because I need to go inside now. And my friend is here to make sure I'm okay, and we're going to be okay.
All right, give me that persuasion check. Advantage, roll it again. Take my iron.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot to go into advantage.
All right, that's better.
This is better.
He's like, all right, just don't pass out inside.
Oh no! Of course not. It'd be fine.
Keep an eye on your big friend here.
As we walk by, I want to take a look at his weapon and ask him if I can see it.
Okay.
I've never seen this before.
He says no.
What is it?
It's a boomstick inside.
Let's just go. Let's go see what they have inside.
I'm gonna walk past, but keep locking eyes with him the whole way.
Oh, he's gonna stare right back, but he flinches a little bit. All right. Team Lil Jill Vel. There we go. That's a good one too. Lil Jill Vel.
I'm really glad I didn't have to
witness gates of
that.
this place. How do you want to play this entrance?
We should probably just stroll right in, confident, not look suspicious at all. And let's see.
Yeah.
Say I want
Looking
to
to fuck.
do a show here or something like that, and you guys can be customers. I don't know.
They could be your entourage. They could be your
Bodyguards,
helpers,
manager.
Yeah.
Your bodyguard and your manager.
I'm gonna walk in like arm in arm with both you tall bitches, and he's just gonna be like,
That way we kind of bring that presence of importance, maybe. Yeah, you're any idea.
hell yeah.
Zavel's definitely got that manager vibe. He's
6 inches, and he has you both like arm in arm, and he's in the middle, super short, just blocking it.
And I like to picture it that you are carrying Zavel, and his feet are dangling between the two of you.
I can't help
It's
picture.
it's just like arm in arm, and he's just swinging there in the middle.
Yeah.
Like Danny DeVito with some ladies.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I love that image.
He's like slicked back the top part of his mullet. He's
No,
like,
this is Pimp Zavel. And
Good Lord.
Jabetta, give me a performance check. Because you are super uncomfortable here.
Jobetta, listen.
Okay, so you're maintaining your composure, all right.
Yeah, Jobetta's like, but inside, Jobetta wants to die.
Yeah, internally screaming. Okay.
look alive, Blue, look alive.
You guys walk in, Zavel dangling between the two of you as you burst in.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Don't worry. You'll probably enjoy it, and too much to the point you forget your mission. Hopefully, don't.
Oh, the gentleman behind the concierge counter is like, Mr. Zavel.
Oh, I knew it.
Dan the man, how's it going?
Come to get your 12th hole punch, I see.
Hole punch.
Ooh.
I knew it.
It's like, you know it. He reaches into his vest and he's like, I got you, stamp me.
He's got it. All right. Shall I prepare your usual room? And I see you have guests.
How do you do?
Oh,
And
Miss
you,
Lilith. I've seen you
ladies
play.
in the
You're very
works.
good.
Yes. Came here before and thought I should give you guys the opportunity to show you a grand performance to increase your customers here.
Oh, I'd love that. I couldn't keep my eyes off you last time you were in. Just
It's a win-win situation, if you ask me.
well, absolutely. But I don't have the power to do that. I have to talk to the manager. But why don't I get you guys up to Zavel's room and I'll go see if I can work it out with him.
Yes, please.
If you have any problems with him, you can have him talk to me.
Dan, do your best. He's
Absolutely.
gonna slip a gold coin.
He slips him a gold coin. Classic Zavel. But it's like he has to let go of one of the arms, so he just kind of dangles the side. Then it goes back.
Yeah, he's dangling and tosses it like, and then he like reattaches.
Yeah, no,
He's like a little tiny like lemur or some shit. And he's just like
the entire situation. There's not like a hint of any loss of confidence throughout the entire operation. And he goes back up and he moves forward with it. And so you guys are taken up to, and it's like the fine foot suite. And
I knew it. I look at fucking Zavel and I whisper, I fucking knew it, you fucking whore.
This
I
is
mean,
good.
I is what I is.
so you
You're
guys are
really
taken
familiar
up.
with the area then.
You guys are taken up to the fine foot suite, and Dan is kind of watching you guys go, and he's all hopeful-eyed. You can tell he's kind of starstruck, and he goes back down and he goes to get to work. Now, Team Coradan, you guys are being led.
Oh, we're being led.
Yeah, you're being led by the two doormen. You've gone through the back door, and you're being led by these two doormen to an area in the lower bowels of this place. So you've made it past the first gate with the two guards, and you're being led to this kind of holding section. Now, roll a perception check for me, the both of you, as you're moving through this place.
Finally, some rolls.
Nice. Redan, you notice some sounds of suffering kind of down the hall as you pass one of the halls.
I'm going to mark that and give Kashano a not so subtle poke.
Okay. I picture that poke as like Kashano visibly stumbles.
That's what I would suspect as well.
Yeah. So you give him a little shove, and what are you trying to indicate to him?
I'm just doing like a subtle.
Kashano just plays it off because he's already twitching. He's like, okay, and kind of makes a mental note of where that hallway is too.
All right. So they lead you to this room, and it's almost like an alchemy lab. And this gentleman wearing a lab coat and these huge glasses pops up from behind one of the tables. And he's, good news, everyone! I've almost perfected the formula.
Is the layout of this place particularly important? Do I need to have
It's
a map
a
going here?
fairly basic room. It's boxed up towards the back.
I just mean like the position of rooms in the hallway and stuff. Because no, it's fine. We just know that going in there is one.
Yeah, like you were led specifically to this place, and there's actually a wide berth for this room.
Okay.
So this room has like assembled in a U shape towards the back of the room, various alchemical apparatuses on tables, and there's one large kind of table in front of them with all kinds of potions and all kinds of things done up. Says, so pleasant to see customers. You clearly survived the last oaths.
Oh yes, it was very nice, very nice. We're wondering what else you have. Do you have more? Do you have new things?
Well, we have been perfecting our new special formula. If you need somebody killed in a particularly theatrical manner, and he kind of digs through and he's like, this will turn somebody into a raging Superman. They'll fight everything they see until eventually their internal organs give out and they die.
That sounds very cool, but I don't think that's what I want. I don't think that's what I.
Are you sure? It's quite a trip.
I'd rather not die. I'd rather not die.
Fine. Maybe you could tell me more particularly what you're looking for.
Something to help me relax perhaps, or to heal ailments that I have.
All right, I've got something that'll help you relax. And he kind of roots through some things, and he has this kind of glowing aqua vial for you. This is a vial of dreaming. You'll be able to relax. You'll be asleep on your feet. Although I can't be held responsible for any nightmares.
I prefer to sleep lying down.
Well, you could have this guy push you over.
All right, so this will put me to sleep. But I feel sick. How can I feel less? I need something to feel less sick.
Less sick, huh? Let's take a look here.
As he's looking around, are the guards gone? Or is it?
The guards have waited outside, and you notice that they were visibly rattled with your perception check, that they kind of give this room a wide berth. Like, this guy's a little unstable, and they don't want to be around him a lot.
All right. I'm just going to go up to something and smell it.
Okay.
The brightest color you can find.
Okay. You go up, you smell something, brightest color you can find. Give me a Constitution save.
Oh, God.
All right. So with a Constitution save of 11, you sniff it, and grass starts to sprout up on your shoulders.
I'm just going to try to brush it off.
It does eventually brush out a little bit over time. So he's rooting through the potion bottles, trying to find something good for you guys. Back with the team.
Okay. Wait.
Lil Jill Vel. You guys have been brought up to the room, and Dan is off to work. Zavel, how are you relaxing in your arrangement?
Oh man, he's like home sweet home. He's like lounged out on a chair. He's
like
already
so
drinking.
many memories.
And he's just like, yeah, you guys are free to whatever. I mean, I could sleep in the chair. Y'all can share the bed. I don't care. I'm pretty sure, some of my visitors, waggles his eyebrows, have left some clothing items. So if you guys want to get dressed in something that's not that, if we're going to be going down there, feel free. Whatever fits, you can have. Yeah, I mean, there's probably some snacks in the back there. Let Dan know if you need anything else.
Want to check the room and just like see what exactly is around us? Like, is it just an empty room, or there's like?
It's a very finely laid out room. There's a 4-poster bed with like these silk scarves laying down all around it, and way too many pillows. And there's a kind of lounger and a dresser, and then of course like an open shower area.
Okay. Take a peek out the door. See if it's like an empty hallway, or is it like at least like more of a open space area.
You take a peek out the door. There's no one around immediately outside.
Oh, okay.
Gilberta wants to. She wants to kind of dress, since because of the situation they're in case there becomes an opportunity to pose as a separate potential buyer
Right.
of the client. She kind of wants to try to dress as close to a noble as so any kind of clothes that would look.
Probably some fine clothes in a drawer somewhere.
There's some nice looking clothes, but they're all extremely kind of risque and feminine as far as the stuff that Zavel has laying around in there.
Kind of assist with that, make her look looking with my I have a disguise kit, so I can make you look super fancy if you want that.
Oh yeah, you can dress her up.
We can take down some of the scarves and tapestries and improvise some shit too.
Yeah.
Let's do
Is it makeover time?
That's what I'm saying. That's
There's so many montages in this episode.
No, absolutely.
Gilberta wants to go back to her roots.
All right. I want you both to make a performance check to do a makeover on Gilberta.
Oh my god, there's HGTV in this bitch.
What song is playing as she keeps going in and
What song?
Whoa.
Nice.
No, it's
makeover music playing.
It's and this is listen. No, and this song including Zavel is the song is playing is girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have fun. And Zavel is just into it.
All right.
He's just
making her feel more confident and loose. No fear.
Part way through the montage, Zavel is just rolling around the bed with a bunch of different girls and then back out again. It's just
yeah.
Okay, so you guys do an incredible job. You make lemonade out of this situation. Turn Gilberta looking into this incredible noble woman. Between the two of you.
I'm you should really dress like this more often. It suits you.
You don't know this about me, but I grew up among the high society of my temple, so it is pretty easy for me to get back to my roots, as it were.
Ah, a fellow noble. Good to know. I'm so glad. We'll definitely do a great job here at this brothel.
Zavel's clapping. He's like, damn, I'd actually fuck you.
Classic Zavel.
I would never touch you, darling.
Was
you don't have the right parts for my taste. You
don't knock it till you try it, Blue. Don't knock it till you try it.
Just before if he ever comes back, I'll take out my little pouch of glitter and just kind of do a little glitter here and there for us.
Oh no, absolutely. The glitter is essential.
Yeah. Well, I think she says so. Gilberta says that she's like Zavel. She's like Zavel. You don't have the right to anything for me. And then she kind of looks at. She kind of looks at Lilith. She's like, you, however.
Zavel's just like.
Oh, Zavel is the worst.
She's so happy
He's
to
my
be
favorite heathen.
Yeah,
I love him.
He's having a wonderful time.
I asked her, how many punch cards do you have left before you win the big one?
Oh man, I just finished card 6. We're starting on 7 tonight. He gets the 7 minutes in heaven after he finishes his 7th card. He's so juiced.
And Gilberta says, now listen, the reason that I wanted to do this, because we know that in this establishment that they are selling people. So just as a backup plan in case whatever the fuck Kashano is doing is something goes wrong, maybe this is another way for us to get down there to try to meet up with them and to figure out exactly how to get him out of here.
Okay. While she's having serious talk, I want to kind of mask that by playing some music.
Okay. Yeah, just like, hey, so nobody's listening. You're playing a little song.
Zavel's like stripping to it and putting on his robe. He's like, you know,
Zabelle's going full Hugh Hefner now.
Oh my goodness. Get this man a smoking jacket.
and he's like, you know, we can get him out. He's trying to think of like, as far as he's been down there, he hasn't been too far in there, but he's just like trying to think of like alternate routes. And if we get on Dan's good side, we might be able to buy out an escape, or at least buy some time for an escape. So we gotta butter him up. How much money do you guys have?
Plenty, darling. Plenty. And we'll make more too.
And how much moxie do you guys have? Because, I mean, you guys might have to bat some eyelashes and touch some shoulders, maybe show a little ankle, but we can make this work.
Oh, Lilith goes ahead and starts that whole like adjust her bra thing to really lift
Nice.
him up.
Absolutely. She's prepped.
Where have you been all my life?
Jobetta in being, you know,
I'm assuming you
being
haven't heard of
dressed up like a noble is gonna continue to play the role of a noble, and she's gonna like, oh mon dieu, like.
All right, so there's a shy tap on the door, and it's Dan. Hey, hi, Mr. Zabel.
Yeah, what's up, Dan?
Hi, Lilith. And he's just kind of like leaning over your shoulder.
He goes and grabs him by the arm and pulls him in the room. He's like, you know, you're welcome here, Dan. What's up? Talk to me.
Well, I got you a meeting with the manager. Before I gave you the menu for the latest ladies available right now, to see if Miss Lilith can play.
it.
Good to hear. Good to hear.
To make sure Miss Lilith can play.
She's available at any time at your disposal, whenever. Just let me know when.
Okay, I just got to take you down to his office.
Sounds
All
good.
of us, or just her?
Whoever wants to go.
Yeah.
Well, I want to meet this
Group
person,
package.
so I will be going. Any of you?
Oh, lead the way, good sir.
All right,
Well,
so everyone's going.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
Javel's
Jobetta's
gonna
like,
be like, ladies?
Jobetta. No. Jobetta's full on noble at this point.
Full on noble.
I'll
All
take
right.
that.
Yeah, you just take them.
I'll totally take it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
He just rolls his eyes and just like latches onto Lilith's arm like one of those toddlers that are like,
yeah, just like.
Yeah.
All
feels
right.
like a living grappling hook. He just gets pulled up.
Zavel, I want you to make an insight check on Dan.
Ooh.
Dan is more nervous than usual.
Uh-oh.
Like he's generally kind of like a shy dude, but he's more nervous than usual. There's something's up.
And Zavel's just gonna kind of like look at him and he's just like, you know, have a drink, dude. Kick back. I know I haven't been here in a while, but I mean, I know you're nervous around pretty ladies, but you know.
Yeah, all right, Zavel. Sorry. I'm just having a little bit of a hard time. And he leads you guys down, and you make your way to that door where the two guards are standing. And Dan says that they need to meet with the manager. And the guards nod to. What was that?
What kind of mood is the manager in?
Oh, the usual. He's, himself. He's generally in kind of a sour mood, but I'm sure you guys will perk him up.
Will do. Noted.
All right. And so the guys step aside and they lead you down.
How close am I to like how far up on Lilith's body am I like raised to? Because I'm 2'6". Like, how tall is she?
How tall is?
You're having her on my leg practically. I decided to make her like probably 6 feet.
Damn, that's tall for a tiefling. Okay. He's gonna kind of like give you a subtle, like, like pull kind of. Well, that was like
Are
shakily.
you touching on my
motion.
dress? Because I kind of have a dress thing going.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but like you're like holding one of his arms, so he like wants you to raise him.
Like lift him up to the height.
Yeah, like to like so they're like at least eye level or whatever,
All
and
right.
he wants to like hug you like a toddler.
Do you say that, or are you just gesturing?
Yeah. You
He's just
convey
like-
this through the eye waggles.
Yeah, he's just like, you smell really nice. I just need to get a whiff of whatever that perfume is. I didn't notice it until like that draft kicked in, and like it smells like home, and I just.
Oh yes, for sure. I pick you up, and where you're like eye level with me.
Nice.
And he's just like
the brand perfume and everything.
And he's making it sound like he's like being reassured and smelling you, but he's going to whisper and comment to you to be on high alert. Something doesn't seem right, and if you can convey that to Gilberto without it being obvious, everybody be on the lookout because shit might go down.
Okay.
Will do. I nod without saying it out loud. I'm just like.
All right. Are you going to try and convey this to Gilberto?
Before we go in, I'm just like, just 1 second. I need to warm up my little vocals. Me, and just like, ooh, look. Like that. She picks up on that.
Gilberto, what are you getting from this?
Gilberto, you're muted.
Oh, you're all silent.
Gilberto's just like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, what are you doing, peasant? What is happening?
Peasant. Do you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh no, now it's a fight.
I'm so sorry.
Everywhere.
I dropped the little. I dropped the
Zabel?
bell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I dropped it. I'm sorry.
Just like thump.
It's like,
Isabel's just
But then Gilberto says, I understand. And like just looks at you like, I fucking get what you're trying to say. Just move on. Let's
Isabel's like cat scratch fever. Da-da-da-da.
her hair, but then say the thing. But okay, if you got it.
Gilberto looks at you like, I understand.
Okay.
Right.
Got it. Good.
Please stop.
So you guys move forward, and Dan nervously leads you to a room, and we'll check back with Cobra Dan. So you've gone through a couple different potions now before this guy's finally found something. He's like, this should calm your nerves and heal you up a little bit.
I'm
It's of course trying to sell you a bunch of different things. Where Dan, you've like smelled a bunch of different potions.
Yeah.
So, but while he was looking for the last one,
Yeah.
Krishan's gonna start kind of tapping on his drum.
Okay.
Tapping, and he's gonna cast Unseen Servant.
Okay.
And he's going to command it to grab the rage potion and the sleep potion
Okay.
when the guy's back is turned, and slip them into Kashano's bag. What other potions have been described here in the meantime? Any?
A variety of stuff. There's a couple different healing potions of various quality, all kinds of weird stuff. There's stuff that's like supposed to send your consciousness to another plane.
Oh, I want that one. I'm like gesturing as that's going on. I'm like,
Yeah, like this one.
Okay.
This one here. But it's like there's no guarantee which plane it ends up in.
Okay. So yeah, gonna gesture Unseen Servant to grab that one too, while we're distracting him with all this stuff.
Okay. Give
Okay.
me a stealth check, Kashano.
All right. where you at?
Bam.
All right. So you do it fairly well while this guy's distracted, and you manage to get these potions and things. And
Okay, so the last one though, I'm gonna be okay. Yes. I think that's what I need. How much for that one? How much for that one?
for this one, I'll need 200 gold pieces.
200 gold. Well, maybe I don't. Perhaps you could, and this is all just more to distract him, but also to get some information. Perhaps I don't need. Perhaps you could tell me what this one is. What this one is I found, and he's gonna take out the from episode 1, the other mystery potion.
Callbacks.
That he doesn't know what it is, and he's gonna ask this alchemist guy if he knows what this is.
Okay. He says, "Ooh, I haven't seen one of these in a long time." And he pops the cap of it, and he takes a little sip. And
Okay.
now we get to roll percentiles.
Get that table out, boy.
Get the table out.
I still have one of those, and like I've just never done anything with it.
No, look,
there
and
was
that,
Yeah.
that might be the right call.
Yeah, after Grease Fest, I didn't want to take it.
Yeah, right.
Unless we got in a hot spot, then I was totally ready to chug it.
I was ready. No, see, I wasn't ready to chug it. I was ready to throw it. Like at some,
Well, I checked, and they said that wouldn't really work.
All
I
right.
mean, Joetta doesn't fucking care.
All right. The number is 67.
We still got the one you made. We don't know what that is.
I know.
All right. So he takes a sip of it. His eyes go wide, and he says, "Get away from me! Get back!" And he tucks into the corner, and he starts hucking potions at you, and they're like small explosions, and small, like, multicolored gas starts to form up.
Okay,
Stay away from me!
Oh,
I'm gonna
Be
get back. And
gone!
I'm gonna say, unseen servant, grab everything you can. And I'm gonna try to grab a couple more potions before making it to the door.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
so, like-
stand in the doorway too, just to kind of like block the guards for the moment from seeing all that.
Okay, like an armful of potions, and
Yeah, 'cause you said they keep a wide berth around this place. So
yeah, Redan, you notice that they've heard the screaming, and they're coming your way.
All right, I'm just gonna try to awkwardly like try to move out of the doorway, but not.
They just be
Yeah.
oh.
So do we?
Just like stalling them.
Could I grab that potion that he sipped from? Now that I know it's some sort of madness potion.
You could try to grab it from him if you like, but you have to.
Oh, he's still holding it. All right,
Yeah.
fuck that. I'm just gonna. I'm gonna grab whatever else I can. How many random potions do I grab?
You grab 6 random potions.
Shit. All right.
So it's
As
gonna be
the
weird.
guards are coming up and this is all going down, I'm gonna say he drank a potion and I don't know what's happening, and then try to like usher them in.
Okay.
I'm going to give another little tap, and I'm going to use prestidigitation to clean myself up real quick.
Okay.
It makes my hair nice and combed, and just like clean my face up basically, so I look less disheveled.
All right.
I'm gonna run out. And I'm gonna be like, guards, come help!
So they run up and they look in and they're like, "Keep that guy away from me!" And they're like, "All right, you two, we're gonna have to keep an eye on you. We're gonna have to get some questions answered here."
Oh, well, I got what I needed. I'm feeling much better now. But I have to say, I don't know what's wrong with him. He drank something and then just flipped shit. Can we help? Can we help subdue him?
I think maybe you guys ought to talk to the boss.
All right, that's fine. And I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Let's go.
All right, just come with me. All right. So these guys are going to usher you over to the boss's place. Dan and Team Lil Gilvel. Dan leads you guys to this room. And he opens up the door and says, "After you, ladies and Zavel."
Oh no, you're the host. Go on through. It's fine. We'll follow behind you. You should know you got to make sure everything's cool for this noble woman here and our celebrity.
Oh yes, of course. And he goes inside and kind of invites you guys in.
Zabel's gonna take up the rear and usher the two ladies in front of him.
Jobetta's walking so dignified, like she's like,
Okay. Just
Lilith
like
sauntering, moving those hips.
moving those hips back and forth. Dan keeps looking back.
Like a one-day model.
Yeah. All right. So you're all in, and the door closes and locks behind you guys.
That's not good.
And Dan is like, "Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh no! No! No!"
Dan.
And Zabel's like, "You done goofed, Dan?"
He's gonna. Oh God! He's gonna be so mad.
What?
Is he not in the room?
What?
Is that guy? Is he not in the room? The one that we're supposed to meet?
He-
No, empty.
No, but Dan's locked in there with us.
What? Dan? Little man?
Oh my god.
It's just Dan. Thanks though.
It's Dan, and he's definitely not the man right now.
Oh man, I'm in so much trouble.
For what?
The boss. He caught this drow. And the drow says he's with the knights. And one of the ladies down in Yartar said Zavel was with the knights now.
They're mistaken, and I don't know who you talk to in Yartar because, yeah, no.
Look, that's just what the boss told me. And then he told me I was supposed to lock you guys up until he had a chance to talk to everybody.
Wait. So he thinks Zabel, whatever, is with who?
The
I don't even know
knights.
who these people are, dude. Like, what are you talking about? I
What
just came
knights?
here to fill out my punch card, and now you're saying I'm with some knights? Like, why would I be in Yartar with the ladies hanging out with the Black Hand if I'm with the knights? What sense does that make?
That's just what they said.
And you believed that? Like, come on, dude.
It's just the information that the boss got. I'm sorry.
And Jobetta says, "Do you
And
know
I've been going
who
here
I
for
am?"
how many years? And the boss is gonna believe some lady because what? How much did you pay for that lady? She must have been super good for you to believe that BS.
It was just some information. Look, if it's not true, you can just clear it up with the boss when he gets here.
Or you can unlock me. Like, why are we locked in a room? And if that's the case, why didn't you just lock me in the room? Like, why do these ladies have to be pulled into this incorrect, like, what is this? Like, no, I want my money back and I want to be let free.
Okay. As soon as I figure that out, because right now the goon's got the key, man.
And right outside.
Yeah.
Well, you're in here with us then.
Wait, you said no or
Alright.
yes? They were outside.
What was that?
Well, I was asking, was that a no or yes that the guards were outside with the key?
They are outside.
They're right outside the door.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Well, I will go to the door and start banging on it, yelling, like, "Let me out! Let me out! You dirty bastards!"
Now you've upset Lilith. See if she performs here ever again.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. It's just the boss's orders.
And Jobetta says, "Do
boss's
you know
orders."
who I am?
Oh
You know
God.
the wrath that will fall upon you once it has been discovered that you are holding me against my will in a fucking brothel of all places."
I'm sorry. The boss will clear things up as soon as he
I
gets
brought
here.
you the
boss.
noblest of ladies. I brought you Lilith herself, and you
Jobetta,
locked us in a room.
silence! You keep talking of the boss.
Just
I am the boss in this room right now. For you do not know what you have done.
I hope you guys don't get mad at me for this one.
Dude,
Isabel's like, look what you did, dude. Now we're all in trouble. I hope
No
you're
wrong
happy.
hit me, Lilith. What do you got?
Well, if he thinks he can just take his time to waddle his ass in here, he's got another thing coming. I either make the show or I ruin the show. and then I tell you all to cover your ears because I'm pulling out. I don't even know why I got this one. I was middle of the night. I did this. I pulled out some bagpipes and some drums just to make a lot of noise. Bagpipes, drums, and a horn. Do you guys want to join in on me on just making this super?
Isabel starts step dancing.
That he has to come here.
Oh God.
He's doing that river step to it.
And
Gilberto just is like,
thaumaturgy on top of what the noise that we're making to make sure we are just causing chaos for him to come to our room.
Racket, awesome.
No, he's not taking his time.
and Gilberto like tries to yell above that. This is just a small example of the pain that you will endure.
So he's like huddled up on the ground, covering his ears, and he's like, "Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God." Meanwhile,
while they're making that noise, can I pick the lock?
You can try.
Okay.
Over that.
Scene and covering noise.
Oh shit! I forgot to have Gilberto mend my thieves' tools.
Yeah, fix those. You guys hear this most horrible racket echoing through the halls, and guards are running. People are all rushing to this spot where this racket is coming from. It is like drums and bagpipes and screaming. You think there might be a band, like that is just the worst.
And Isabel's over here trying to jimmy a lock. Like, what's happening?
I was like, concentrate.
No one can see him. He rolled a nat 20 stealth.
Yeah, no, he is the knight. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
So Kodan, what are you guys gonna do having heard this noise now and seeing all these guards rushing towards this area now?
I'm just going to command the unseen servant to follow behind, and on the way, as where these guards are rounding us up, I'm going to look to see if they have any keys visible, if I can find them, and if so, I will have the unseen servant attempt to extract them from the guard's person.
Okay, you don't see any of them with any keys.
All right, well then he's going to just stay behind us here and wait for me to see something useful for him to do.
You're just gonna. So, do you follow the guards to where they're rushing to? Because right now you can just kind of see them zooming through the halls around you.
Oh, I thought we were being escorted.
No, the guards who are with you kind of stop at the sound of this noise, and you can see various guards like running past you, going to another spot.
Okay. On the way in, did we seem to pass a room that may have housed the arms dealership?
Not that you would immediately be able to identify.
I see. Okay.
So these two guys are kind of covering their ears, the two guards that are with you guys, and they're kind of conversing. They're like, what do we do?
I'm just gonna start walking towards where we heard the initial sounds of pain.
Do you want us to just go? We can just see it. We know the way out.
And they're like covering their ears, and they're like, I can barely hear you. Just get out of here.
Okay. All right. And we're gonna start walking back towards where those sounds were coming from.
The guy's gonna grab the items on their hips and run down the hall.
Fantastic.
Good job.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for any other guards that seem to have keys on them, or keys anywhere keys. As we're walking, Radan, can you pick locks? Do you have a tools for that? Because mine are broken.
Ha.
All right, take that as a no.
Imagine Radan like holds up a mace and says, "This is my lockpick."
Okay, so I guess we'll go back to that hallway and kind of look down and see what we see.
All right, so you go back to the hallway with the sounds of suffering. You look down there and you do see a series of doors with like barred windows on them.
Are there any guards?
There are no guards there currently. All of the guards have been brought to this, where it sounds like a herd of elephants is trampling over a marching band.
I'm gonna whisper into the stone of far speech. To be fair, I left my vest, but I've always got my coat, so
right.
That's kind of where it is. Spoonie, I think we found the prison area. Do you have any idea which cell he would be in? Is it far down?
Not sure which one he's going to be in, but ask for him. You might find him.
All right. And so we're gonna start walking down and looking for any drow.
Okay. So you start walking down there. You're looking for drow. You notice the doors don't have conventional locks on them. They're locked with a kind of pattern combination.
Okay.
What are the doors made of, and how high is the ceiling?
They are metal doors. They are approximately 6 feet high.
Oof.
So we can see through the bars.
You can see through the bars.
All right. Who are we seeing? Are we seeing anyone significant or anyone that looks like a drow?
You look through. You see a couple different people. You see a dwarf. You see a human, like a merchant. You see a male dressed in very colorful robes with a giant red hat with a huge purple feather in it.
You said there was a male drow.
Well, it is. You can't tell it's a drow because the hat is pulled down and he's kind of sitting in the corner.
I'm gonna whisper to him, like, in Undercommon. Have you heard from Cookie recently?
Who's there?
We're friends. Kalazar, is that you?
How do you know that name?
We were sent by a particularly dashing little gnome bard.
Ah, thank goodness. All right, so he jumps to his feet. He's Kalazar Maldismuth. Pleasure to meet you.
Koshano the Quick of the Avalon Knights Academy.
Excellent. Open the door and get me the hell out of here.
Do you have any idea how to do that?
Hit it really hard.
Go over it, Redan.
Mace comes out.
Take a step back.
Give me a swing.
What am I doing? Roll 20.
Yep.
Oh, I just need to hit the. Yeah, I should be good.
Yeah. All right.
Fire.
So that's a pretty good hit. So you dent the door and kind of break the panel on it a little bit, and you feel like you give it another hit.
Oh yeah, just wind right back up.
Oh yeah, that's another good hit. So you bash it in, it kind of bolts off the hinges a little bit and flies open a little more. And Kalazar's like, "Oh, thank God you brought muscle. Excellent. So, where are we going?"
Out, I think, would be the best course of action. There's quite a bit of distraction going on. I think now's the time for an extraction.
Couldn't agree more. And he casts a spell and alters his image, and he now looks like a just like a human.
All right. If anyone asks, we were just here buying drugs, and we're lost trying to find the exit. All the gods on chaos should be fine.
Sure,
and
sounds great.
Lead him back towards the exit.
All right. And we'll take a small break there.
All right.
Damn.
Stay tuned for the special announcement from Cookie's Mead.
Hail and well met, fellow travelers. I am Koshano the Quick, mercenary of mischief and emissary of the Avalon Knights Academy. Here today to talk to you about my very favorite beverage. Now, if you're an advanced drinker like myself, you know that wine is just fine and ale never fails, but sometimes you need a bit more speed. A drink with the veritable strength of a steed, and that's when I reach for Cookie's Mead. That's right, Cookie's Mead, made from the finest honey the apiaries of Golden Fields has to offer, plus other ingredients known only to Cookie himself. It pours golden smooth, has the sweet, fresh aroma of a summer's breeze, and goes down easier than a halfling during candle nights. Ugh. Thank God. Now you might be asking, Koshano, how could such a delicious, pleasurable beverage possibly be strong enough for my needs? Well, let me assure you, my friend, Cookie's Mead is strong enough to take the edge off of even the sharpest adventure. How strong exactly? Well, that depends entirely on how well you roll. Yeah, shit.
Koshano, you are standing in an empty void. And as you say, oh shit, that echoes out into the void and then reverberates back. And images of you wearing various disguises over the years begin to appear around you.
I know that fellow. That one. I know that fellow. That one. I know that fellow. That one. I know that.
This bizarre chorus until it echoes off into nothingness.
I've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to try. Whoa. For the longest time. Whoa. That was a weird one. Are we still okay? So whether it's a drink after a hard day of adventuring, rough holidays with the family, or entertaining guests whose welfare you're not necessarily concerned about, reach for Cookies Mead, the only drink that leaves sobriety to chance. I told you it was fine. I told you it was going to be fine.
You won't go blind and you might not die, so why not give Cookies Mead a try?
I don't think he even knows. Honestly. No, the goblins found like a dozen cases of it in one of the storerooms. I don't think he even knows it's there. So I'm trying to unload it quickly. I'm hoping this will help. What do you mean I can't smoke in here? Of course I can smoke in here. It's I'm like one of the owners. Fuck that guy. Who's that guy? Do you know that guy? You do seem familiar. I think I know you. I think you owe me quite a bit of coin, don't you? Be honest. It was a game of chance. It was a game of chance at the yawning portal. Don't see, you thought I had forgotten, didn't you? Fuck you. Get rid of this guy. You're fired. Take whatever pay he had. He owes me money. No, fuck you. I'm done with this shit. I'm done with you. Fuck you. Cookies Mead pours golden smooth. Yibi, you're in the way. Yibi, you're in the way. Yibi, we're trying to shoot a commercial here. Please. Can you please? Yes, I know you can't eat. Please don't eat the paper towels. But I will give you some mead when we're done. You don't bite me. What has gotten into you? Look, Evie, I know. We haven't spent much time together today. I promise, when we're done, we'll work on your pan flute skills. Yes, all right. Very good. No, I said when we're done. Keep going like that, we're not going to have any lesson today at all. No. Stop it. Oh, you're adorable. Get down. Shoo. All right. Wait.
Dipper, look the other way. Dipper. No, don't look at me. Dipper, look the other way.
Dipper.
Differ. All right. Hey, we're doing a show.
My food almost burned, and I was making lunch for work tonight, and I had to go run and get it. That's why I was like, I'll be back because I started.
So terrible. You gonna be okay? You got this?
Don't burn the chickens.
Are we live yet? Are we live?
We are live. Welcome back to the Mercenaries of Mischief. When last we left our heroes,
Oh, it's yawning. Okay.
Team Yil Jill Vel
Something.
making a terrible racket, distracting all of the guards, while Kodan made their way through the prison cells.
Yeah, so we're heading back towards the way we came in.
Okay. While you're heading back out, Kalazar stops. This is one moment. Okay, let's see if I've still got it. And sends forth a searing sphere through the hallway that puts out a little searing range of the door combinations and opens them up.
I'm sorry, would you say you opened the doors?
Yeah, this fiery orb moves slowly through the hallway, launching these searing rays at each of the locks.
Nice. Oh, all right, I suppose more chaos couldn't hurt. Krishna just kind of whistles.
All right, and
Damn
then
it.
people
Jailbreak!
rushing out of the cells.
His whistle doesn't work, so he just yells. Jailbreak!
And everybody's escaping, running around. Chaos has ensued. People are banging on the door. All right, back with Team Lil Jill Vel. You've gotten the door open.
Really?
Oh,
Well,
Okay.
Zavel with sleight of hand and
yeah, go Zavel.
picked the lock
Great.
and opened up the door. So now this like blast of sound is opening up into the space, and all these guards are standing outside holding these but the like batons at you with these metal tips.
Baton?
So, but
Javel
it
has
says,
his hands on his
"Listen,
hips.
I cannot believe what is happening here. Daddy will be so mad.
Lilith, are you still playing?
No, I stop, and as soon as I see the bodyguards and stuff, I I do my cantrip vicious mockery and just lace insults at them, hurting their psyche. Just to be
Okay.
so angry with the way I've been treated this place and blah blah blah. Blah.
All right. Lay out that vicious mockery.
Now she wants to speak to the manager.
um,
The manager doesn't want to speak to you, Karen.
wow, I don't think I did this right.
Okay, that is the spell details.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay,
That's
I'm just
okay.
my
That's
dice
all right.
box. I'm still trying to get familiar with this thing.
Oh, that's all right. Just roll and
Sorry.
add 7.
I can't figure it out either.
Sean did the same thing.
So it's a D4. Okay, 1D4. I'm rolling. It says 2.
All right. And let's see if they can save.
Oh, yeah. Wisdom save is 15.
Okay. Oh yeah, he does fine.
Well, I'm just verbally trying to make him cry or something.
So you lay into him, and he's stone faced, and he's holding this baton at you, and so the guys kind of part, and this lean individual with this long rapier and this a similar, more ornately decorated baton steps forward, and Dan moves out and says, "Boss, I'm sorry. I didn't know that any of them could do this, and I didn't think it was." Mid sentence, there's an echoing boom, and Dan falls down dead, blood gushing from his face.
Jesus.
And the boss is holding up the baton and is smoking from the end.
It's a gun.
Sir, what?
It's okay, Dan. You're done. Now I can see I
Dan
have
is
your
of-
attention.
Dan is of no importance.
Indeed, he isn't. Now, why are you causing so much trouble in my business?
We
Isabel
have
has his
not
hands on his
caused trouble. We have not caused trouble. We were locked in this room with no indication. We had done nothing wrong. We were locked in this room. We were given no indication of what was happening. So of course, my God, I came here to do business with your establishment, not the brothel, but the underground establishment. Came to buy some merchandise, but now I have no interest in doing any business with you at all. I mean, if this is how you treat people that come to spend their money in your establishment,
He stuffs something into the end of this baton and like tamps it down. All right, Zavel, tell me a story, and it better be a good one, or the next one's yours.
How about you tell me a story? I came here to do business. I brought you Lilith. I came to see you, and now you're here with a fucking boomstick. I'm locked in a room. Now I have no idea what the fuck is going on.
All right, give me that deception check.
please, for the love of God. Woo!
Oh. All right, Zavel. Say I believe you. Am I gonna have any
I
more
mean,
trouble?
like, we go way back. What is this? No, there is no trouble. I came to have a good time. I want to get my 7 minutes in heaven, and you do this to me, dude? Like, what? He's like so hurt right now. Like, you can just
He's
feel the
just
hurt. Like,
so betrayed.
this is like level 20 betrayal for Isabel. Like, he is just selling this shit, and he's just like, I brought you the Lilith as a, hey, I'm back. I missed you, like, gift, and like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, I brought you this noble woman to give you coin, and like, I thought we were boys.
Some guy runs up behind him and says, "Boss, all the cells are open. There's prisoners running all over the place."
Isabel's like, what the fuck is going on, dude? I thought you
What?
ran a tight ship here. What is this?
I was going to.
You got nothing to do with this, Zavel, right?
Nothing.
You look me in the eyes and tell me that.
He's looking him dead ass in the eyes. Like, his green eyes are like, dude, what the fuck? Like,
Okay. Give me one more deception check, and I'll give you advantage on it.
advantage? All right, I'll take it. 17 would be the highest roll.
That's 17.
Damn.
All right. Get your friends, and you get out of this, and we'll chalk it up to a misunderstanding. Things have been on edge ever since the Waterdeep office fell. All right?
Yeah, I heard about that. I wasn't even in town, but good shit. You know, we'll talk this over some ale. You know, we're straight though. And he's gonna give him a little handshake, and they're gonna get the fuck out.
All right. So he shakes your hands, and the guards disperse, and everybody's going after to try and find these prisoners and get them all back in.
Yeah, they're gonna go out through the front door, like, and then they're gonna make a game plan to meet up with Kodan later.
Okay. Team Kodan. You're running through the hallways with various people.
Running for the back.
Running for the back. Let's see if you guys run into anybody. Are you guys sticking with this throng of prisoners or separating?
We are running straight towards the door, just no matter what. And Koshano is yelling, "Help! Help! There's madmen everywhere!"
Okay. All right. You guys make it out okay.
Dope.
You guys managed to make it loose, and you get out the front door. The guards at the front are no longer there. They
Damn.
have left to go looking for prisoners.
Great.
And the commotion has even spread into the brothel at this point.
Yes.
So you get to the front of the brothel, and you see Zavel, Lilith, and Jobetta gathered there. Zavel, Lilith, and Jobetta, you guys see Koshano and Radan with a human noble.
I'm gonna say,
Keep walking.
yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah, we have to ignore them.
We're gonna
Play it very
not
cool.
even look at them. We're just gonna keep walking to the door. Make sure they've seen us. But as soon as one of them is glancing our direction, just break eye contact and walk towards the door.
I can put them to sleep as we just run away.
Just like everybody sleep.
And Jobetta has a little bit of distance of knowledge of Neverwinter.
Okay.
So she's going to say, like, kind of loud enough to where they can hear. She's gonna say, I cannot deal with this injustice that hath befallen me. Take me to the clock tower. I need to go to the clock tower.
You want to
Isabel's like, I'll escort you, dear noble woman.
Kushano, seeing Jobetta all done up, kind of like, that's it.
I forgot that he hadn't seen that yet. Like,
No, that's it.
So
and he's going to as soon as we're outside of the establishment, he's going to try to catch eyes with somebody. Is anyone looking in our direction?
no.
Where are you
No, one of these guys.
no,
After we exit?
no,
Um,
I'm not.
Well,
you said you
I
have
mean-
someone.
Huh?
You said you
Yes.
have someone else?
We have a what looks like a human nobleman with us.
Okay, and we're trying to sneak him by. Is that what the
No,
goal right now?
As far as I know, we're out of the building. We can get out of the building just
We're
fine.
all outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just trying to catch eyes with somebody because I'm still not trying to make contact directly, but I want a signal.
Should I do perception to see if I make eye contact with him? Or just say I did?
Is it necessary? Are you looking at us when you get outside?
I thought we were exiting.
Yeah, sure. You could just notice them. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
As soon as I see her, I'm gonna make a motion like this.
What does that mean?
Just like
Exactly.
And then I'm going to kind of nudge Radan and Kalazar and go in one direction away from them.
Calzar started walking in another direction as soon as you got outside.
Oh my god.
It's like, well, bye.
I'm gonna look around for him.
that's fucking Zavel, dude. He's just like, noble woman, let me escort you wherever you
Yeah,
need to go. And
let's go.
she's like, clock tower. And he's
Go
like,
to the
"Aye."
clock!
Go to the clock tower.
She's just screaming it. She's like, take me to the clock tower!
And he's just like, it'll be okay, my lady. He's like patting her hand, trying to comfort her, like trying to be like her like
She's
servant.
like,
Nice.
and just to make sure, because you know how she feels about Kashano, just to make sure that Kashano gets the point, she's gonna say, I don't want to see any goblins or bards or anybody at the clock tower.
I'm catching up to Kalazar at this point, and I'm
Okay.
going to I think it's best we rendezvous with Spoonie now, so we can see
Yep,
that.
don't know who you are. Keep walking.
Okay, he keeps walking. He's keeping a slightly faster pace.
He's got it like a brisk gait. And he's like, yeah, whatever.
Where's Radan and all this?
I'm following you, man.
Okay.
Stick around.
I'm going to, as soon as we get a little distance, kind of move to the other side of the street and just sort of keep an eye on Kalazar and see where he's going.
Okay. Kalazar makes his way back to where Spoonie is performing,
Okay, great. So we followed him there.
but he takes like the longest road. Like he almost does a lap of the entire city.
Okay. Throughout this, Kashano kind of will walk quickly to find a merchant, a stall, stop for a moment, maybe look through a window at some wares, let him pass, then go up, pass him again, to make it seem as if he's not following him.
Okay.
Cool. When we get back, he's gonna put his clothes back on.
All right. So Kashano goes back with Radan and Kalazar. How does everybody else do?
We just are trying to like get the fuck out of there.
I just fought the fraud, so.
Okay. So
Yeah.
everybody makes it back. And Spoonie is waiting for you in his establishment. He's like, so the job went well.
Yeah, quite simple actually.
Or was that, Liz? Someone
Some-
died.
Something wild happened. I don't know. All the gods started going crazy, and we kind of sauntered out of there.
Oh, good. None of you died.
Yeah. How did you guys do? What were you guys doing all that time? We did all the work.
We were causing a distraction.
What? I
Oh,
mean,
that was you. Oh, that was
Hookers and blow.
fantastic.
I show them my instruments, the bagpipes, the drums, and the horn.
Smoking from rigorous play.
Oh. Lord.
You played that thing?
Well, if you want to cause attention, these are the instruments to do it.
I suppose. And can't argue with that.
You say you suppose, but it's worked, didn't it?
Yes.
Really important.
Spoonie.
Anybody from the Black Network see you guys?
As far as we know, not us. Nobody even asked our names. So we should be fine.
The Black Network doesn't need to ask names. They see everything.
So,
Well,
you sure
I
any
mean-
of them can identify you right now?
likely, I guess. There were guards everywhere on the way in.
All right. You're just gonna want to be on your guard for a while. Yeah,
I mean,
spend the night here, but it's best you don't stick
I
around.
mean, hello.
We had a plausible enough explanation, and no one saw us even go towards the prison area, and we didn't pass any guards on the way out either. So I don't believe they have any reason to suspect we're involved.
All right, but still, I wouldn't stick around Neverwinter too long. You can stay the night here, but after that, you might want to head out.
Good. I was hoping that you and I could talk. Now that we've done your favor, I have a few of my own to ask.
Oh, sure, but it's pretty late, kid. I gotta go do the close-up show. Lilith, you gotta come with me. And
Right.
I'm like in the middle of us taking a shot. Really?
yeah, absolutely. You gotta be ready to perform.
Spoonie.
Spoonie.
What was that?
Oh, go ahead.
I assume you can get us drinks on the house.
Oh, absolutely. Take whatever you want from my bar.
Oh, all right, fair enough. Krishna's gonna grab a bottle of something brown. And
This will
walk
be
out.
my last show here today because I'm gonna head back to the school after this.
Oh, really? So you're going to be joining us on the return trip?
Yeah, Cookie sent me a letter letting me know everything that was going on, and I figure I might come join him. What about you, Calazar?
Perhaps we can talk on the way back.
Calazar is like looking through, like examining very closely all of the walls.
What the fuck?
I want to insight check Spoonie.
Okay,
This dude has lost it.
give me that insight for Spoonie.
Looking for it.
There it is. Yeah, Spoonie seems pretty great to you.
Yep. All right.
That's good. Spoonie hands you another tray of sweets.
Yeah.
I don't need to
Yo,
go.
big guy.
He's a stand-up guy.
Calazar's just checking the whole place over.
Lilith is taken aback by Spoonie's message about leaving. Spoonie, what's the talk about leaving? What about me?
Oh, well, Lilith, you're happy to join me over at the school anytime. I mean, there's always a captive audience, and Cookie's Tavern always brings a couple people in.
It's been doing great recently, and I think with talent like yours, we could really up the profile.
And we could
Just
always
develop,
find
everybody
some
shut the
fine
fuck up.
accommodations.
Shut the fuck up, you guys. He's like freaking out. He's like, dude, the Black Network saw us. What if they're in here and
It's
we're
sinking
just
into
talking
Zabel.
shit, giving all this information that we don't need to be you know, fuck
And-
this, I'm out.
Yeah, that's
He takes a couple of shots and goes to the main area.
Zabel, while you're shouting this, Calazar says, that's why I'm checking for spiders.
It's
Like he's like
Shut up.
not shouting it, but he's just like, guys, we just went through some shit. And
Trying to lean into Spoonie. Is this normal behavior for him?
Calazar's a little paranoid.
I mean,
well,
it sounds like
Calazar,
for good reason. He was.
Yes.
Calazar, you're
Prison.
probably looking to get out of town. You care to join us on the trip back as well?
Absolutely.
Yo, Drow, Lulf don't live here. Let's go.
Lolf lives everywhere.
Not here.
I assure you.
Not here. Isabel's like, don't even.
I'm super paranoid and I'm looking for spiders now.
Excellent. He
They
gets it.
They say it's a human, right? It's a human. He appears to be human.
He still appears as a human noble, and in fact, sometimes it changes, and then he's like a half elf, and then it'll change again, and then he looks like a wood elf,
And then I'm gonna.
and then sometimes he just looks like a drow. What's
I'm
that?
gonna say in Elvish. I'm gonna say these motherfuckers are crazy.
In Elvish, he says back, "We're all a little crazy."
I listen. This on Elvish. I listen. I'm not discrediting that.
If you grew up where I grew up, you'd be insane.
Where did you grow up?
Menzo Berenzan. I wouldn't recommend it.
Has Jobetta heard of that?
Yes, Jabetta has heard of that. That is the capital city of the Drow in the Underdark. That's where they primarily live.
Mm.
It is a matriarchal society. All the women rule there, and if you are a male drow elf, you have a bad time. You are either a slave or like something else.
Oh, okay.
Used for breeding.
Jobetta's gonna say.
Selective breeding.
Jobetta's gonna say then again in Elvish. She's gonna say, "Well, I suppose it for you that it must have been a hard time. For me, I probably would have fared pretty well, but."
Perhaps, but you're a sea elf, not a drow. They would.
No,
like
you're
it.
right.
Although you could pass, maybe, but it depends on how well behaved you are. Praise Loaf.
I'm gonna like pull Savell aside and be like, Savell. We were
What?
speaking. We were speaking in Elvish, and he just said, "Praise the Lord."
He said what?
He said, "Praise the Lord."
He can't come with us. Leave his ass. No, fuck. I'm yard currently.
You can insight check that if you want.
Who?
You.
I'm gonna incite
You
the
heard it.
ever living fuck out of that.
Yeah, I'll incite it since I'm the one that heard it. I gotta. Where's my character?
Yeah, you're like you get the impression that perhaps it's a nervous tick.
So, and then this is still in Elvish. I'll say, it is pretty nice to speak in Elvish with someone again.
I don't frequently speak in Elvish.
Shono's gotten bored and he's taken a bottle and left.
Yeah, he's just gone drinking.
He went down.
Yeah, he's like these motherfuckers are speaking.
Went down to
Yeah,
the tavern.
Lilith is doing her performance now.
I'm not that interested. I'm not wasting a spell slot on understanding what they're saying. I'm just going down and drink and watch the show.
Okay.
Yeah, and Jobetta says I don't speak Elvish often either. That was my point. That's what I was saying.
Yes. Well, no spiders. Okay. I think we're gonna be all right then. And he
just like that.
he says he drops it. He says, that's good. Big man, did you find any spiders?
Big man.
Did I?
No, you didn't find any.
No.
Good. I like you. Here, have a blade ward.
Okay.
He kind of relaxes and has a drink.
What the fuck? Jobetta's just like, okay.
You'll have to forgive me. I have a social disease.
Jobetta just is like, okay.
This is about how most people react to Calazar. All right, now
I really like Calazar.
It's nice to be able to speak Elvish to somebody. I'll admit that. Like it's.
All right. So, has anybody else gone down to watch Lilith's show?
Nah.
Yeah, Isabel's down there. He grabbed his glass and went down. He was just
Okay.
like,
Because he wants to go down.
Shano?
I mean, hey.
I've been there.
All right.
I caught the beginning. I got there.
Got
early.
the beginning of it. You watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Been in the back.
Kashano and Zavel, I want you to make an perception roll.
Oh.
And Lilith, you can make it as well. Oh, shit.
Damn.
We are watching everything like hawks on edge. But still
Yeah,
getting-
no, you both notice a black clad person in the balcony. Lilith, you don't notice it. Looking very intently at the show completely by themselves.
Yeah.
One track mind.
Krishano's going to look to see if he can. Is there an obvious entrance to get up to the balcony?
There's a couple stairs. You have to push through the throng. Everybody's jamming out to Lilith's tunes right now.
All right, he's gonna just like casually go on up there and see how close he can find a spot or a seat to this mysterious figure.
All right, you can get pretty close to him. You can kind of sit with another group of people nearby.
He's never gonna look directly at him though. He's gonna keep watching the show.
Okay, Zavel, how are you approaching this individual?
Zavel, I'm pretty sure with the 24 perception, noticed Kashano take his leave in addition to the black-clad man, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh yeah, you'd notice both.
So he's gonna figure, you know, Kashano's either he's probably has like learned the art of tact in the time that he's been gone, or not. He could fuck it up big time, or you know,
We'll
he's
see how it
just
goes.
roll the dice. Because it would seem like sus if two people suddenly decide to get up and make moves. So he's going to keep an eye on the tiefling on stage and just kind of pay attention to what's going on behind him. So if he needs to shoot shit, he'll shoot shit. But if not, then he might be able to give a warning to Lilith if need be.
Okay.
So you're at the ready.
Oh yeah, you're prepared. So Zavel, because of the nature of how you do combat, you notice that this person, it's very slow, it's very casual, but occasionally they'll reach into a pocket and pull something out and kind of tuck it into their sleeve. Then they'll wait a little while, reach into another pocket, pull another piece out and put it into their sleeve. They're assembling a crossbow.
Oh, like hand crossbows.
Yeah.
Because
And it
Zavel has
appears-
proficiency in
It
those.
appears to be in his, and he's very slowly putting it together so no one notices. But because this is your weapon of choice, this is what you're familiar with, you can tell pretty handedly that this is what he's doing.
Given by like approximate calculations of, you know, like his movement and stuff, because, you know, Zavel's not like watching him, so he wouldn't know like how far he would be into like the loading process and everything like that.
Right.
With a gross approximation, how much time would he have before a reaction would be needed to thwart whatever potential, you know?
You think he's going to be done by the time Lilith finishes her the song she's singing right
And how far is she into the song?
now? She's about halfway through.
Oh.
So does Koshano notice anything?
You notice him dipping into his pockets on occasion as you're watching him, but you don't have the same knowledge that Zavel does. So there's something super suspicious about what he's doing, but you can't immediately identify what it is.
Kushano's gonna go as if he's walking past him, and as he passes by, he's going to stumble a bit and spill his drink on this clad figure, and sorry there, friend, and kind of go to wipe him off and see if he can feel anywhere near that pocket and see if he can have any idea what's going on. Kind of give him a pat down by wiping him off. Sorry, friend.
Give me a performance check.
Add one. Oh God, doesn't matter.
Oh, that did not work out. So you stumble into him, and as you stumble into him, you see two other guys at nearby tables stand up.
I don't want no trouble. Just a bit clumsy. Maybe this is my last one for the night. I don't.
You drunk redneck.
So you're not really selling it, and they kind of move on you. They move forward to grab you.
What's the trouble? What's the trouble, guys?
Come away. You're not going to interfere with this.
Interfere with what?
We're sending a message.
I don't see what's going on. I don't see what the problem is. I'm a guest. I'm a guest of this establishment, and I'm a paying customer. He's gonna start causing a big ruckus.
All right.
I'm a paying customer here, and I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you think you can treat me like this. I know.
This guy produces a dagger and proceeds to like put his hand on your shoulder and like.
Please tell me.
Like into me?
Yeah, like into you.
What's my damage?
Well.
Or what's the effect?
Well, he rolls a 17.
Yep.
Hit.
Yep.
All right. So the dagger does 3 damage. Make a Constitution save.
However,
okay.
Do I see what's going on now?
The poison doesn't take hold. Lilith, I want you to make a perception check to see if you notice this.
Come on,
Does this
Lilith.
feel different than the other hundreds of times I've been stabbed? Am I noticing that this might be a poisoned blade?
You do feel it.
Extra little sting.
The effect, and it's just like, oh, this is familiar.
Then he's going to fall prone.
Okay.
And feign unconsciousness.
Okay. The other guy is threatening the other people to stay away from the two of you. While this other guy takes out the last of the pieces and he's more hastily assembling this crossbow now. Lilith, you are noticing that this is happening up there. With that, it didn't take much. This is a bit more of a commotion.
Yeah, Zabel's throwing shit on the stage too. He's like, "You suck! Get off the stage! Quit your day job! Get out of here!" Like he's just like he's throwing anything that he can find. He's like, "Get the fuck off the stage!"
Meanwhile, back at the room with Calazar, Radan, and Gilbetta, and also Yibi, because Spoonie is out doing the show with Lilith. There's a knock at the door. Yeah, just like that. Dum, 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 dum.
I'm gonna walk towards the door, look at everyone else, kind of quizzically, and
Calazar says, "Don't open it. Do not open it."
did he say that loudly?
He kind of whispers it a little bit. He's very soft-spoken, Calazar. He doesn't say anything loudly.
I'm going to stand beside the door, not in front of the door.
Yeah.
Just in case.
Okay. Just like hammer at the ready. Who is it?
Yeah, right.
We got a gift here for Mr. Spoonie and Miss Lilith.
A gift? What sort of gift?
Oh, it's a present from a fan.
Leave it by the door.
No, we got to bring this inside.
Oh, but it's fine. We can get it later.
We really got to bring this inside.
Gilbetta pulls her fucking hammer out.
This is happening simultaneously?
Yeah, this is happening at the same time. So
Okay.
while you guys are having so we're gonna like go back and forth.
Yeah. Gilbetta like pulls her hammer out and
This is
pulls
like
her
retribution.
pulls her moonstone hammer out, and she like does a little spin with it, and she's like she's like ready. She's like, fuck no.
All
Does
right,
the door open in or out?
the door opens out.
Ooh, I'm standing right in front of that door and I'm winding up and I'm gonna just boot fuck it.
It's just like golf. Is it gonna be a golf swing or is it gonna be like right down?
I'm thinking just a straight up flat foot kick to the door as hard as I possibly can.
Nice. I
Plot
love it.
twist. It's
But
just plot twist. It's really just a fan, and
But we're gonna-
Actually, flowers.
yeah.
We're gonna throw into initiative on this one.
Oh shit!
Everybody? Or just
Oh, initiative.
Everybody.
Everybody.
Ooh.
Roll
I'm
initiative.
so excited. It's time to fuck shit up.
Oh shit, son.
Rad.
I would, however, like to request an attack of opportunity, just a surprise attack if I could with that door kick.
Absolutely. I'm going to bank that surprise attack when you have a
Absolutely.
target.
Awesome.
Okay. Jill
Huh.
is at 18. Kosh, for a man who's been recently stabbed, he's surprisingly spry.
He's
Oh, man.
that's why he's spry, because he's like, oh, I'm a Kashano's had enough of being stabbed.
I'm excited for the quicker
Kashano's
fucker
Flight
upper.
or flight mechanism is kicking in. I think I'll go with flight instead of flight.
Usually Kashano goes with flight.
Yes, those are the only options.
His flight or flight instinct. There is no fight.
Flight or flight.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if I can do this before the initiative because I was able to see him get stabbed and
Right.
like, or is it going to be on my turn where I can like angrily yell at the person that's causing a ruckus from what I can see?
Sure. I'll give you a shout out before we go into initiative.
Okay.
She's like, you're ruining my show.
Exactly that. And I thaumaturgy it, just making it loud enough for everyone to hear around the room, causing all the tension on that guy.
Everybody looks up and they see what this guy's doing, and everybody's starting to run because they recognize the Black Network when they see it. All right. So the crowd
Damn.
starts to empty out of this place.
Clear the room.
Yeah, clear the room.
So was Spoonie in the room with us?
No, Spoonie is down backstage.
Okay,
And
but
Does Spoonie figure out what I'm doing, like telling her to get the fuck off the stage and like
Yeah,
throwing?
Spoonie knows, and Spoonie's on the side like,
what about Calazar?
With you guys. Yeah.
yeah, Calazar is in the room with you guys.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I didn't think he left at any point.
No, he's in the room with you guys, and he's.
I look at him and I say, I found a spider.
Indeed, we have. All right then, murder it is.
Yeah.
And at the top of the round, we go with Kashano. So Kashano, you're on the floor. These two guys have ignored you now, and the two guys are pushing everyone away from this guy who's assembling this crossbow and getting ready to shoot at Lilith.
Oh my god.
I am going to since I'm feigning unconsciousness on the ground, and I'm going to very subtly you do my semantic gestures and go mad, and I'm going to make one of these gods, hopefully with Crown of Madness, attack the one with the crossbow.
Okay. Give me that Crown of Madness, and what's the save?
The Crown of Madness is and my spell save DC is a mere 13.
Okay. Well, he rolls out with a 16.
Oof.
Dang.
So
Damn.
he doesn't have remarkable wisdom, but he made a pretty good roll.
That is unfortunate.
So he shakes that off.
All right, I'm going to remain subtly on the
Stationary.
ground.
He's just like, madness.
Yes.
Yeah.
So after that, we go into Jabetta. The door has not yet opened.
I don't.
You can ready an action for when something happens if you don't want to.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm really gonna have to do because
I moved in
'Cause, like-
front of the door, so like you know it's something.
yeah, like
Yeah, something's gonna go down, and you're prepared to back up or down. You fought alongside him before.
I mean, I've already got my out. So I guess I'm just gonna use this turn to like defend.
Well, you can defend or you can ready an action. So you can say like when that door opens, blank is gonna happen. Like when that door opens, that dude's getting moonfire or whatever.
I'm gonna like go back and forth between all my pages. Yeah, well, it's gonna be when it's gonna be. I'm gonna go with Sacred Flame for now.
Okay.
For that first one, just that initial like, I'm gonna try to set this dude on fire.
Okay, so you got Sacred Flame ready as soon as that door opens. That dude's getting flamed.
Yeah, It's like in Skyrim when you have the magic in your hand, but you're standing there idling, and you're just like. So it's just like bouncing in your it's just like bouncing in your hand like.
Perfect. All right, Redan, you gonna continue to keep that ready to action?
Quick glance up. How high are the roofs?
The roof, it's about a 20-foot ceiling. It's actually fairly large for his tall place.
All right, I'm starting this off.
Oh my god.
I full on rage.
Yeah.
My size doubles and like I just expand and I'm kicking that door as hard as I can.
All right, Calazar's like, ooh.
Yeah.
And also, what does Blade Ward do?
Blade Ward gives you resistance to slashing and piercing weapons.
I'll have that with rage anyway, so okay.
Yeah.
All right, strength check.
Yeah, give me a strength check.
We will add +2 to this as well. Oh, that's a save. My bad. How do I strength check?
If you click on the actual all the way on the left, where your modifier and your number is.
I thought I did that.
Oh, you click on the name of it, like charisma.
Yeah, like all the way to the left, like in the.
Yeah, but it still gives you strength save.
No,
it rolls at advantage. Yeah,
yeah,
what?
Whatever. That's
click.
Along the top, there's the red. It says advantage, normal, disadvantage.
Yeah.
On the, but it's all the way on the left. You know where it says you're 12, 19.
I got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I'm raging. This is at advantage. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
all right.
So it would be 18.
18. So you throw a big kick its way. It's not a heavy door, so bursts open. The two guys on the other side are like, "What the fuck?"
Incredible.
And then Calazar, who was readying an action, lets loose 5 arcane missiles that just batter these guys.
Oh my god. Don't forget about my ready sacred flame.
Yes. So now the door's open. You can launch that sacred flame.
I can if I can hit all the right buttons. It's a 14 and then a whole whopping 1 damage.
Whole whopping 1 damage. Okay. Well, the one guy doesn't save. Well, yeah, he doesn't save because you have advantage. He has disadvantage because he's surprised. So he takes the 1 radiant damage. He's battered with arcane missiles, and the door flies open, and they take a little damage from the door flying open. So these two guys are not having a great first round.
Yeah.
Then we go into Zavel.
Please
Zavel?
say. Please say.
I don't know what he's doing. I mean, like,
Yeah, how much can he see at this point? Can he see?
You can see
right,
this guy.
like,
He's still assembling
people are
his crossbow.
dispersing
People are
of
running
him.
out of the room. This guy's getting ready to take a crossbow.
Shit. Like, Zavel, part of him wants to turn around and like shoot the motherfucker on the balcony, but the other part of him, like, as like someone who associates with the Black Network, like on the reg, he knows that if he turns his back, like there's probably people hiding in the wings that are gonna swoop on Lilith. So
The legs of the table could be a guy in disguise. Like it.
Right, like he's fucking paranoid. You saw how he was like, everybody stop talking, like just don't even breathe too loud. So he's just like, what the fuck? So he's gonna I don't know, he's gonna yell at Lilith. He's gonna tell her to run like as loud as he can, because she did the thaumaturgy, so he's not sure how well she could hear him, but he's gonna scream run. He's gonna move forward 10 feet from where he's at. I'm assuming he'd be like in the mid-range of like seating for the show. Since she tends to draw a large crowd, it's not like he'd have, you know, front row access. So he's gonna move 10 feet towards the stage.
Okay.
And he's gonna take a fucking risk. Oh my god, he's gonna turn, like pivot, So he's like say the stage is like in front of him, he's gonna like kind of turn like maybe 45 degrees to try to like he's gonna turn at the waist to take a shot, and he's just gonna make it quick, and he's gonna try to whip back around after his shot towards Lilith to keep an eye.
Give me a disadvantage roll for a hasty shot.
My
All right.
God.
I can do that because he's just like, fuck, I don't know what to do. Like,
So basically, is like,
shit's
Yeah.
fucked up right now. Okay.
It's popping off.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm screaming.
Zavel's fucking taking lives again. So you're shooting at the guy who's getting his crossbow ready, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you nail that dude for 19 damage. It's like he's putting it together. It's like, oh!
Isabel's like, fuck this shit. Ugh, why? Why do you guys do this to me?
Kind of something, he drops some pieces. He's like, oh god.
He's like, run, bitch, run.
So it's their turn now.
Run at that moment if she is. If I count that.
The two guys up top draw their batons and point down at Zavel and fire.
These the fucking batons.
And they get a 16 and a 12 against you, Zavel.
The things he does for a tiefling, but that he may or may not get. The 16 hits. His AC is 15, I believe. And the 12 misses.
So one zooms past you and like hits a chair, and these flinders fly out of the chair. The other one, this projectile, this hot metal projectile, strikes you, and you only take 3 damage because I rolled terribly on it.
That's crazy because like Zavel never fucking takes damage in combat. He's like, nobody makes me bleed my own blood.
Absolutely not.
Usually hides before he fires.
Yeah.
No, and the other guy
Well,
continues
yeah.
Big room.
assembling his crossbow, and then we get back to Lilith now.
Okay.
So-
How's the guy that she shot looking? Pretty bad now?
He does not look good. He's not having a good time. He's got an arrow sticking out of his chest, and there's a lot of blood.
All right. Awesome. I guess before I head off stage, I will. Let's see. Oh shoot, you're there, so that's gonna hurt you. Can't do that. I'll just shoot then.
All right, you gonna make a shot?
I have another spell called Shatter, but that might not be too good right now.
Ew. I'm still ostensibly just some drunk hillbilly.
Okay,
As far as I think, at least. I think I'm real clever.
right, so I'm firing.
Damn, that's a hit.
Okay, and then
Life.
okay, how do I do this? I press this button now? No, that's not it.
You
Don't
can
count
do it,
that
so
one.
you can just roll a d6 and add 3.
Okay, I'll just roll these 6. Sorry, guys.
Just
I'll
roll
just
a d6 and add 2
do
or
that
3.
later.
We do this with roll 20 every time.
Yeah.
Wait, I rolled a 6. I'm not lying. I rolled a 6 plus
Okay.
3 and 9.
You hit him for 9 damage. So this guy takes the crossbow bolt in the chest, and then you loose an arrow and run an arrow through his neck. And between the two of your shots, he's slumped over the balcony now, dripping to the floor below.
And before I stomp off stage, mad, I'm just like, you, you, I don't know. I don't even know what to say.
He's just furious.
Sorry.
No, the two guys are like, "Oh, she killed Doug." You can't even hear her.
Let's show again. Walk off.
All right, and the guys up in the room now. They are stunned from this door kick, so they have no action.
Did Yibi ever get a turn?
Yibi was readying an action, but didn't really have a shot between everybody that was in the space.
Just want to make sure you didn't forget about it.
Oh no, I didn't. Look, I never forget about Yibi.
My little
All
buddy.
right. So that's through the whole order, and we go back to the top of the
Better, you're
round
muted.
with Kashano. Kashano, you're there with two guys up on the balcony.
Okay, so well, yeah, once I see the shooter slump down, Krishano's going to stand up, and he's going to turn to the two guards and he's going to say, "Shit, they figured us out!" And he's going to attempt to cast Charm Person at 2nd level to get both of them.
Okay.
So that's a 13 spell save DC.
Okay, 13 spell save DC. At both of them?
Yeah, I'm going to cast at 2nd level.
Okay. All right, they rolled a 19 and a 13.
Well, save is a 13.
Okay, so.
Was that neither?
Yeah, that's.
Or where did the tie go to?
If it's a save, they've hit the number, so they're good.
All right. Damn it. I'm going to say, oh, they've got us figured out. Like, shit, didn't they tell you I was coming? I was trying to help him.
They're like frantically loading their batons.
Oh my god.
It's this guy. Spoonie comes out from the crowd up on the balcony, and he says, "Yeah, you two are gonna want to shoot those things at each other." And he casts command at the both of them.
Nice.
They're not able to save from him. So Spoonie's command goes off and they shoot each other at point blank and they both fall over backwards.
Yes.
They take quite a bit of damage, but they're not dead. All right. So after Kashano, we go into Jabetta. There's two guys laying in the hallway amongst shattered pieces of door.
Are they, I mean, do they pretty much look like pretty dead or pretty close to dead?
They're not having a great time. They haven't taken a whole ton of damage between everything you guys have thrown at them, but they're not healthy.
What? Sorry. You know what? Jobetta is gonna try something that she's gonna keep like playing up this noble character, and she's gonna try something that she usually doesn't do.
Okay.
Let's see. So
Gonna
she's
be nice to
gonna.
somebody?
No, fuck no. She's gonna cast command too.
Okay.
And she's gonna say, "Flee, peasant."
Flee. All right. So I believe you have to pick a single target unless you can do it at a higher level.
Whichever one just is the closest, I guess.
All right. So throw a command his way. Flee. Yeah, he doesn't make it.
Yeah.
Guy's making a break for the stairs as soon as he gets his turn.
Okay.
All right. And after that, we go to the guys at the guys at the stage are after. No, Redan.
All right, so these guys are laying on the ground.
Yeah, one is scrambling to his feet to try and get out the door, but
considering I'm in a rage, I don't. The guy who's getting up,
yep,
will be getting a maul to the head, and I want to aim shot this recklessly.
Okay.
Advantage. So 21 for 15 damage.
Oh. So you nail him, and he's just barely hanging on. There's an audible crunch as you bring your mace down on this guy. He just flattens out on the ground.
I'm okay with that.
Holy shit. All right. So Calazar, seeing what you're doing, kind of leans back a little bit and then fires a ray of frost at the guy who's on the ground. It's really just like this. It's just there we go.
It's like,
Beep. But he misses
damn.
terribly.
He was too
And,
casual.
Gibi climbs over your back, leaps off, and goes down to bring his scimitar down on the guy you've put to the ground.
Yeah!
Gibi!
Ninja Goblin!
God.
And he rolls a 15 to do it, and he does all right. And the scimitar comes down. And he nails the guy for an additional 6 damage, and that dude is toast.
Gilberta says,
With the kill count.
Gilberta says, please don't make me to be the one to tell Kashana about that.
All right. And then we go into Zavel.
So he's really irritated and mildly inconvenienced at the fact that he is bleeding. He's going to move, I want to say, we'll call it 10 feet from where he's at, and try to hide underneath a table and take up residence there. So I will roll a stealth check.
Okay.
That's negative. What the fuck? Okay, let me see. If my sheet will cooperate with me.
Yeah, basically.
Give me that stealth check.
Okay.
There we go.
And are any other baddies in his line of sight?
You could still see the 2 guys on the balcony.
He's gonna try to shoot one between the eyes.
Okay.
Indiscriminately. One of the 2 is getting shot.
Okay. Just picking one, just like whichever one I can see. Here we go.
Yeah.
All right.
He's the mother-licking wizard without turning to 11. He's just gonna shoot a regular shot at this dude.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good shot.
Fucking Zavel.
And
Unreal.
he's gonna bonus action hide.
Wait,
right.
was this at the guys up on the balcony, or was this other guys that shoot?
This is the guys up on the balcony. So you thread the needle and put an arrow through the one guy's head while he's trying to get up from getting shot by his friend.
Remind me, were there other guys down with Zavel?
No, you haven't noticed anybody. else
Okay.
down
All right. Cool.
there. So there's just the one guy left.
Fantastic.
And that guy is going to get up and try to take a shot at Spoonie. And he fails miserably. Can't do a damn thing.
Yeah, my boy Spoon.
And then the guy's in the room. Well, the guy in the room is going to take a shot at Redan.
As he gets up, will he not trigger an attack of opportunity?
For standing up, he's going to
Yes.
take the shot while sitting.
All right.
So he does a 16 against your AC, Redan.
That will hit.
That will hit. Okay.
And I'm reckless, so that would have actually been an advantage as well.
Oh, well then. Let's see if he gets a crit. No, he doesn't crit. Okay, Redan, you get a little bit more damage. You take 9.
All right.
from
So
that shot.
with what is it? With rage going in terms of resistances, does that cut it in half, or like what does the resistance actually do?
Generally, a resistance reduces the damage by half.
Okay, so
This
that
is
would be,
bludgeoning damage.
okay, so that would be 5 damage. Gotcha.
Okay. All right. So he took his shot at you. He's not loving the situation he's gotten himself into at this point. And now we go into Lilith, who can serve up her hot justice.
Okay. So you said there's 2 more on stage, right?
Well, there's one now. Zavel just killed another one up on the balcony.
Up on the balcony. Okay. So who's left?
Just the one guy up on the balcony. He's pretty hurt.
Oh, he's pretty hurt again too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Then I will go ahead and just fire another attack.
All right. Loose another arrow.
Loose another arrow. Damn.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Yay!
damn. That's a good hit. Roll me some damage.
So
Damage.
close. All right, and now I'm rolling because I still don't know how to do the other thing. So
That's
sorry.
okay.
Okay, this time it's 5 plus 3 piercing.
All right. So
8.
you roll him out with another 8 piercing damage. This guy's barely holding on. Your arrow hits home kind of in the side area, just below the ribs, and he's holding on to it, and blood is flowing. He's like, "Oh, this went so far south so quickly."
And let's see. Yeah, I guess I'll just back way behind the curtains.
Slip back behind the curtain.
Just like, whoosh.
Yeah.
And back at the top of the round with Kashano.
Kashano, he's wary about drawing a weapon in this situation because he's still pretty convinced that he can not be associated with this somehow. So he's going to run over to the guy that's barely hanging on, and as he's going, I imagine he's like melee range. He's right next to him, right? So he's just gonna be like, this is, oh boy, this is sure went to shit real fast, didn't it? I don't know if we're gonna make it out of here, buddy. I think you're gonna die just like you lived, in utter failure. And that's vicious mockery.
Wow.
All right, vicious mockery.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
Damn.
Where the fuck is it?
Damn.
Wait, hold on. Where's my fucking cantrip? Hey Lilith, help me out. What's the vicious mockery roll?
Oh, the vicious mockery. Okay, so with vicious mockery, you unleash a string of insults, lace insult, blah 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 blah. Must succeed the saving throw or take 1d4 psychic damage.
Okay, so the saving throw's 13.
Okay.
Start with that.
And have disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Yeah, he loses that for sure. What's the hit?
1d4 plus or is it plus anything, or just 1d4?
Usually with the spells, you just get the damage.
Okay, so he gets 2 and he gets disadvantage on his
All right, so he gets 2. That's enough to put him out.
All right.
He takes the psychic damage. He kind of like, "Rah."
Oh shit, they're all gone. I gotta get out of here. And he's gonna kind of like just make a quick wink over at Spoonie, and he's going to start running down the stairs.
Spoonie says, "Let it go, son. They're all dead."
I'm convinced there's more, man.
Thank you, Spoonie. Thank you.
All right. So after Kashano, go to Jabetta. There's just one guy left. And he's
Go.
Jabetta, you're up. There's one guy left. He just took a shot at Redan. He looks terrified.
I'm just like, final blow. I'm just gonna literally just run up and with my warhammer and I'm gonna say she's gonna run up and like with her warhammer, and she's gonna say should have sent more motherfuckers. Just like,
Gotta get the fatality line.
Yeah, gotta get that fatality line. All right, give me this.
let's see. Sorry.
Hey, that's a good hit.
The damage isn't great though.
With your Moonstone Punisher. Oh, but that's all right. So you nail him, and he takes it across the face, and blood starts to flow again. He's just like, ah! But he's still alive. He's still barely holding on when we get to Redan, who I'm sure will finish the job.
So he's seated, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is just going to be another reckless attack, but I want to just like full on hammer blow to the head, hoping to drive the head down into the actual torso.
Nice.
Ooh.
All right, hit me with your best shot.
Hit me with your best shot.
Fire away. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, no, so you cave this guy's head into his shoulders. You just spray
Jobetta.
up the top.
Jobetta looks at you and says, aggressive.
I smile.
And these guys are done, and we are out of combat.
Jobetta kind of like stands up and like shakes off like.
Krishano's gonna quickly cast Unseen Servant with his little tat tat on the drum. Call up Mr. Unseen Servant, and have.
And actually, Jobetta is gonna, because at this point, Jobetta has no idea if this was an isolated incident or like if we need to go warn Kashano and the others. Like,
Right.
so Jobetta like runs out to try to runs downstairs to try to find them and be like, ah.
All right.
But he's gonna have Unseen Servant deliver his Stone of Far Speech to Zavel.
Okay.
And he's going to stick with Spoonie.
Okay.
Lilith is gonna go and yell at Spoonie. Spoonie, I thought security here was well. What was up with those fuck doodles shooting at us?
Fuck doodles.
Well, Lil, I'm just as surprised as you are. But
I had to go look up old English.
I loved it.
I
I
got
loved every minute of it. Okay. So,
Doodles.
Spoonie, do you suppose we should get the fuck out of here tonight? Maybe.
yeah, maybe we ain't gonna spend the night.
All right.
Maybe it's time to hit the road.
As soon as my man gets the stone down to Zavel, let him know to circle around and meet us at the cart.
Sure. As soon as Spoonie says maybe it's time to hit the road, Calazar says, already leaving. And you see Calazar walking out the front door with a pack on his back with a completely new disguise.
I want to
Just
take a couple of
casual.
these boomsticks and
Okay.
root through some pockets.
Okay. You find marks of the Zentarum with them.
I have no idea what that is, but I'm writing it down.
I'll pass it along.
You find marks of the Zentarum. None of them are carrying much gold. Each one of them has a dagger coated in poison and a boomstick. The one guy has a wrist crossbow that's partially assembled.
That's
Oh, then coming down here to the
that's some
the
Zavel shit.
lobby,
Yeah. Everybody's, imagine, converting.
Yeah, we all.
running all over the place.
Once I root through some
Bodies.
pockets, yep.
Yeah.
Spoonie says, oh, it's going to be a little bit cramped in the caravan, but I best we get out of town.
Is Redan still huge?
Isabel is going to leave separately, and he's also going to put on a disguise because it doesn't make sense for everybody to leave all together if we've already been targeted. And if we leave separately, they can't follow us all. Well, I mean, it's Black Network, and they probably could if they wanted to, but they're not going to expend that much effort to follow all of us at once.
Right.
And I would suggest that we all don disguises. I mean, I'm pretty sure old girl Lilith here has a dressing room somewhere on the premises.
Put invisibility on and just carry bottles of wine.
That's true.
Yes. So, Spoonie, you can borrow your stone. Actually, maybe Zavel should meet us at the gates of the city.
Yeah, sure.
Do you have another carriage, any horses or anything? We've just got the one.
Nah, I ain't got much, but I got a little trick. Meet me at the cart. I'll have us back at the academy in no time.
All right. Kushano's going to make his way out and get over to the cart as discreetly and quietly as possible. As he's walking out, he's going to start like remove the hat, put it inside the coat, maybe unbutton the vest, shovel the hair a bit, just kind of make himself look a bit different in the fray, I think, and nobody will notice.
You get back inside. You get to the cart, and when you get to the cart, Calazar is already inside the cart, checking the walls of the inside of the cart.
Looking for more spiders.
Nope.
And Jobetta, when Jobetta sees this, she says, just in Elvish, just spiders.
Spiders.
Okay.
All right. So who all is coming to the cart?
How far away is the brothel?
The brothel's pretty far away. It's on another section of town.
All right. Yeah, I'll
You're
come
looking
out.
for a vengeance strike.
Oh, I absolutely am.
Just send them the bodies back.
Yeah. We don't have time for that. We don't have time to dilly-dally.
Yeah, Spoonie's like, well, Black Network's short on resources these days, and well, we just depleted a little bit, so they're unlikely to send somebody out after us immediately, but we're gonna want to be on our guard for a couple of days.
Fair enough.
Anyway, who's all joining us on the trip?
I'm sure you can't see, but Lil will walk right behind Spoonie, slaps him upside the head while still invisible, and just like.
Spoonie knows it's you, and he's just like, all right, Lil, I'm sorry. I said the security was good. Guess it wasn't good enough.
I mean, we defeated them. That's pretty good secure.
That's why I brought muscle. The security's better at this place. You should come with me. You'll like it. Anyways, so he sits up on the front of the cart with Kashano, and he says, "All right, son, I'm gonna teach you the song of travel."
All right, I'd love to learn a new song. I've got a few more questions to ask, but this seems pertinent.
All right. So he pulls out a bass lute and starts strumming along, and he basically sings a song about the journey home. And this ephemeral bubble seems to form around you and convey you on this trip almost instantly, so much so that by the time the song is over, you are outside the academy.
What?
Jesus.
That's
some old bardic magic for you. They don't teach you that at the bard school.
No, I certainly didn't learn. That's one of the things I want to talk to you about. But first, we can deal with that later. First, before we go in here, Cookie's been very cryptic about many things. Why did the academy break up in the first place?
It's a long story, kid. I'll tell you another time. For now, I smell breakfast cooking.
That sounds like Cookie.
Damn it. All you fucking old school people are the same.
Oh, calm down, kiddo. I'm going to teach you all kinds of new music. Isn't that right, Lil? And he kind of just waves around somewhere looking for
Yeah.
Let's go. Well, I mean, perhaps
Oh, you're out there, Lil. Put down the wine.
First and foremost, maybe you can teach me. First and foremost, maybe you can teach me how to stop doing this. And he's going to shout in Lilith's direction. Hey, Lilith, would you say we're friends now?
And then
Never
friends.
mind. So I say you're definitely in good terms on my in my
Well-
perspective.
Well, hold on, wait. There's this thing.
Yeah, there's a thing.
Yeah, he accidentally cast friends on her.
Said the F word.
Every time he says it, there's a chance that he fucking gets because he doesn't know how to fucking control himself.
Well, so the reaction is the same.
Well, we're glad to find.
You're just going to be pissed at him in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I kicked him. Listen, when he did that to me, I kicked him in the face.
Just wait for it.
That'll happen.
Yeah. So you see that just happens sometimes.
All right, my boy. I'm going to spend some time with you. I'll teach you how to harmonize.
Fantastic. Well, something. That's something. So yeah, we're gonna go in, and Kushana's actually gonna go straight to wherever we were holding on to Zavel's gold and bring it out and give it to him.
Okay.
Zavel, for the Yata affair, toss him the pouch of 1,000 gold.
Oh, Zavella's traveling separate from y'all.
Yeah, Zavel already,
Yeah.
Yeah, he fucked off. He still has that message
Yeah.
stone, whatever, and the boomstick
Put it in
or
his-
whatever that he had the unseen servant give him. But
Yep.
like he's in his own carriage doing his own thing disguised.
You could put it in his room. He's like the littlest hobo.
Okay.
He just
Then
goes-
yeah, we'll just with the stone, we'll just be like, Zavel, don't forget your gold from Yata is in your room. Whenever you come back, we'll leave it for you.
All right.
It says noted.
Gilberta immediately, like as soon as we get back, Gilberta's like, I have not had a swim in so long, and she goes straight to the fucking river, and she's like,
Alright.
oh my gosh.
You go for a swim. Cookie greets everybody with open arms. You all made it. Thank goodness you survived. And old Spoonie's here in Calazar. It's practically the whole gang back together again. Come on. I got plenty of hot food for all of you. And
Am
who's
I
this
still
big
under
fella
the
here?
influence spell?
What's that?
Am I still under the friend's influence spell?
Yeah, for a little bit longer.
Okay.
For a little
Sorry.
bit longer. It'll break during dinner.
Yeah.
Are you still invisible?
Yes.
The duration is only 1 minute technically, but however you're playing it.
Oh, okay, then it's done.
Well,
Okay.
I know, however, whatever DM's saying, because this
Yeah,
is
no,
wild.
okay, we'll say it's
wild.
done now. It's as you guys are sitting down, it ends, and you realize.
Oh, it's actually an hour spell. Holy crap.
Oh well, then you got all kinds of.
My card says duration is up to a minute.
Really?
That's my spell cards say. So I don't know. We'll have to look.
All
into
right. Well, we'll give you a minute then.
I'm
No,
like,
yeah, what?
beyond, so- Oh, this is confusing.
We'll
Okay.
fill out the handbook later.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Whatever, it's off.
we'll say it breaks as you guys are sitting down and getting served up by Cookie.
Okay. Shauna's kind of been eyeballing her to see what's going to happen.
I mean, I don't. She's invisible, so good luck with that.
Yeah,
But
no, she's
Oh, she's still invisible?
yeah, she's still invisible.
Yeah.
Oh, invisibility lasts up to an hour. Yeah.
I guess when we go sit, I'll drop the invisibility.
Okay. Once you drop the invisibility, this enormous man with a peg leg and an eye patch, who everybody refers to as Cookie, brings you a beautifully well-made meal.
that's Cookie.
Excellent. It's so nice to have the place full of guests. And you, big fella, what's your name?
You said a large gentleman. How
Yes.
large?
He is almost 7 feet tall and very wide.
I'm going to say hello in giant
Okay.
and see if anything happens. And then if nothing, just
He
hold my
gives
hand
you a formal greeting back in giant.
Oh my god.
out, give him a nod, extend my arm.
All right. And he shakes your arm rather vigorously. I haven't met anybody who spoke a giant in many years, but I'm certain you'll be a big eater. Here, have
Do you
a good
have any-
treat.
Do you have any sweets?
Oh, you're going to like me.
Mm.
And he serves you up a couple pies.
His name is.
Oh,
Cookie,
yes.
so-
Sorry, I never got your name.
My name is Ridan.
Call
Are
me
you the
Cookie.
leader?
I ain't much of a leader. I'm just the cook.
Shauna's going to kind of look at him like,
Yeah, and Jobetta says,
obvious who the leader is.
"Just the good." Okay. Okay.
And you guys also notice that there's this very well-dressed gentleman with long white hair standing at the bar.
Is it Tommy?
It's Tommy. It's good to see everyone has made it back alive.
Yeah, surprisingly,
Ah,
slightly scathed.
and he goes up to Lilith and kind of takes her hand and gives her a little kiss and saying, "It's a pleasure to meet you, madame."
Yeah, pretty much. That's Tommy.
Tommy's smooth,
That's Tommy.
and then just goes back behind the bar.
I
very well
asked him like, we were aware that someone was after my life.
I'm unaware of most things. I mostly just tend the bar here. Are you talking to Spoonie?
I guess just the people in the room in general, like
Spoon-
whoever.
Spoonie pipes up and he says, "Well, not necessarily after your life. I've kind of figured the Black Network would want to get revenge on us. I didn't think they'd target you specifically, but I guess you were doing most of the shows."
We were just sent for the sorcerer.
Calazar is checking all the walls. He's like, "Calazar, I told you the place is safe. It's perfectly safe." He goes, "You never be too sure."
Well, Spoonie, my faith in you has definitely decreased.
Oh, come on, I'll get it back. I'm a stand-up guy.
Stand-up guy, sure. I
Yeah,
grab a
stand-up.
cup of wine, pour it over your head.
He just keeps sipping his cocktail while you're doing it. He's just like, "Yeah, all right.
Cheers.
We'll call it even for me almost getting you assassinated. All right."
Shauna says, speaking of stand-up, I'd say now we've finally got the makings of a good show. What do you say we start planning some performances at this location?
Indeed. Sure. We can get a couple things together. All right. So you guys start planning a show and kind of a general circuit for you. You're going to start doing a Cookies Crab Shack. Gilbetta and Kashano, I want you to make a perception check.
Fuck.
Not bad.
You both notice that there is a bandage on Cookie's arm that looks very old, like it's been a couple days, and there's still blood showing through it. All right.
Um,
And that's where we end this evening.
never mind.
There you
See,
go.
Tune in next week.
Gilberta has information about what that could be that nobody else knows from a previous
Ooh.
encounter.
True.
But she'll have to save it for next week.
Shut up, Sean.
Krishana's got ideas, but they're probably wrong.
Gilberta knows. Gilberta thinks she knows exactly what it is.
I mean, Jonathan knows what it is, but Krishana
Yeah.
knows the wrong thing.
Well, Sarah knows, but Gilberta assumes.
Great session,
You were the only one that would know.
Zavel. Great to have you back.
I know.
Well, hopefully you'll make it back.
I missed the
Fingers crossed.
the constant crossbow slinging.
And Radan, welcome. Way to get some damage points in there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Zavel, are you the sharpshooter who's always taking aim shots?
Oh man, Zabel, he takes ass and lives and asks questions and names later.
I
Yeah.
think we're gonna get along just fine.
He's got a magic scope.
Ask
So-
questions later.
Yeah, and he has mother licking wizard carved into the side of his crossbow.
Though I will say, just in contrast to what you said, I don't really recall Zabel asking names too much after the fact.
Yeah, he just
there is
takes
no question
Names.
Lilith,
just-
thank you so much for
Yes.
joining us, and you are an incredible guest star, and we loved having you on here for your first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, you're a
huge
wonderful
thank you to
person. That was nice.
Please come on back anytime.
Yeah, I feel like we need to at least wrap up the assassination. If you've connected, then yeah, I'd like to close the chapter nicely.
Wonderful. Yeah.
But that's cool. That's cool too. But
We
yeah,
would
it
love
was a
to have
fun
you on
session.
anytime.
Enjoyed it.
We're always
It was
eager to
amazing.
have
Yeah.
new guest
Thank
stars
you.
on.
Yeah, you can feel free to hang out at the keep as long as you want.
Yeah.
She
Awesome.
has no choice but to come back. Zabel literally took a bullet for her.
Right. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right.
I'll definitely come back. This was very entertaining and curious where this goes. You guys got my curiosity now.
Oh, good. I'm doing well as a storyteller then. Peaking.
Awesome.
Yes,
Good.
there's a lot to unravel here. You will find.
It's like an onion. You just peel it away, and there's more stuff underneath.
I'm just like got swapped in the middle of the story. What's happened?
I know, after each layer that you peel back, something new is underneath that I just made up.
Right?
Yeah.
No, don't.
literally.
No, he planned it all out.
Oh, it's like
No.
days,
No.
months.
He had backup plans for his backup plans. So, it wasn't made up. He planned it all.
I like the variety too that comes in. Like it's not just come and kill. There's some, like
It would be a bit more narrative.
something, a little bit of a that the whole deception thing and
Yeah, we
Yeah,
made it.
we as a group, we love role play. Like that is what we love.
You guys could have screwed it up, and it could have been a nonstop fight from start to finish. But you guys did pretty good rolls all the way through. You had good ideas. It was
Yeah.
fine.
We made it
Zabel
Yeah,
will
the-
always
the-
freeze
the break.
and fight.
without
the
any
shit-
injuries.
Yeah, the shit that went down in the brothel was insanity. I cannot believe that went down as
A
well.
whole
as
lot
it
of good
did.
persuasion rolls there.
Normally, those kind of scenarios don't ever work out often for that long.
Yeah.
That one we actually managed.
We've
Oh,
actually this is kind of our sweet spot. We've a couple times managed to pull shit like the Nesta episode was another one like that. We managed to pull this shit off better
Nice.
than combat at least.
I gotta be honest. I want to bring
Let's
those
talk our way
giants
through
back,
every time.
You want to bring the Giants back? I
Giants
hope they
back.
come back.
just because I love voicing them.
I feel like we had good
Yeah,
rapport.
yeah,
I- you
yeah.
know.
Giants are the most fun to
Do
voice
we-
because they're like
can I-
retarded hooligans. Just like
I think that we should have advantage on the Constitution throws. Those of us that have encountered them before this time, because we know.
The breath saving throws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I think at some point, Kashano has developed some alcohol tolerance too. I thought he would have at this point. in his life, but apparently not.
The thing about
He
cookies-
might be well enough to drink with Isabel now.
Yeah. Also, I'm hoping
That's a
I'm
formula.
Wait.
feeling a level up coming soon, Sean.
What was that, Puck?
about cookies mead is the changes. So you
Yeah.
can't develop an immunity.
Oh, the NPCs. They
Cookie
were
Meat is a special circumstance, but you know.
Yeah.
and Spoonie.
All right. Well, thanks
great
everyone for joining us today in the audience. Please, if you haven't
Yes.
followed us yet, we
More adventures.
we're gonna be rolling out all kinds of different stuff. We got different stuff going on. We got sci-fi. What day are we doing sci-fi now?
We're gonna do it on Monday again this week because
Okay.
we're not ready to roll out the second show
Yeah.
just yet.
We're doing sci-fi Monday, and yeah, and then we're going to be actually launching a would you call it? I don't want to call it a spin-off. We're gonna have a concurrent storyline.
Yeah, no, second show, D&D show number 2.
Yep.
Nice.
Also taking place
Two
within the
D&Ds.
world of the Avalon Knights Academy, as I understand it.
Yep. Yes.
So tune in for that. Should be fun. But until
Dungeon
next time,
Master.
thank you for joining us and travel safe. I don't know. We need to come up with a good sign-off line, but
Class
We
dismissed.
got to figure something out.
class dismissed.
Class is
Good.
yeah.
Hey.
I like that one.
Class dismissed.
That's why I'm the DM.
Instead of